Bazam. What a word. All right,
Here
kids,
we
welcome
are.
back.
Sam.
And the happiest of
Yeah.
birthdays to you, laddie James.
Oh,
Happiest
Larry.
of birthdays.
It's a
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
boy.
It's your birthday.
Bringing it to ya.
We're gonna party like
He's eating cake.
3, 4,
It's fine.
5, 6, 7. Righto. Let's jump right into it. We got a lot to cover.
Yes.
Ed, why don't you recap for us?
Oh, okay. Once again, I've returned to the recap. Pull up my notes. All right, so here we go. So, last we left off upon the Sky Dancer for our 67th session. We continued upon the Sky Dancer as we were fleeing the city of Sky Peak as it fell within the fading sun. We had gotten a message from Kronash stating that Sky Peak has fallen, but they were holed up in the core of the city, with escape being unlikely. He showed us the sigil of Prince Oswin, one of the Dragon Knights, and offered it to Scud. To which they had noted that using it would beckon his forces to return. Kronash then said that this is likely his last message, and that they may need to destroy the core of the city specifically. In the meantime, the party itself split to whatever they may need to do. Blurred giving Bud a massage, and Bud himself giving Sylvia Moonwhisper, myself, a greater healing potion to aid in the journeys to come. From there, Sylvia, myself, had talked to as many people as I could upon the party to get a better gauge on who my new compatriots were. To which I invested some time into everyone with the exception of River and Trixie, who were absent for whatever reason or another, or I couldn't find them. But during that time, I spoke with a couple of Warforged individuals. One that seemed to have a bit of a younger disposition, and another that seemed to be a little bit more weathered, for worse for wear. I also spoke with Bud, who in addition to Casadaya, had seemed to have a little bit of aura of undeath to them, which was suspicious to me. The monk of the party seemed to have some issues with their memory, to which I did not really seem to understand, other than there was an inquiry into noble stock, one particular piece of flora that I was familiar with from home. But upon all of that being done, we returned to the establishment to which the party had been accustomed in Dunhallow, first time for myself. We had delivered the sullen news that Sky Peak had fallen, similar to Vryland, and we were regrouping at that location. The original intent was to, as far as going to Sky Peak, was to figure out a means for some sort of army or experiments that might be related to draconic blood, to which it was then uncovered. To which dragonborn blood had seemed to given us the evidence for the first hybrids. Umlau had then mentioned that something was different about, I don't know if Umlau had mentioned this, but it was mentioned that something was different about the king. And specifically had one of its sons, to which Fasradin had detected a delve deeper into Umlau and witnessed that the king had been replaced by a different dark-featured man, one with a hooked nose and a maniacal grin. And so, with that, Umlau was left as a quivering mess against the thought probe, and had run out. Sam had proposed then, with that information, that we proceed to kill the king and remove the cancer, as said specifically, given that Prince Oswin himself was elsewhere defending. Upon a bit of breath from Scud, the emblem of the prince had then began to grow gold with a bit of icy materialized bits upon the top. And with a little bit more effort, the prince seemed to have been notified by means of this emblem. As of the time to which we return now, we have a few options and some discussion to do as far as how to make audience with the king, given that we do have invitations from via Kazdaya, Umlau, Vulcan, Vaz, and Zoom. We also have the option for stealthing in, to which I would prefer. And using the information of a possible impending Hinterwood attack, try to either get there ahead, within, or after the attack is in succession. But we are here to discuss, and that is where we are.
Very
I
good.
have been thinking long and hard about our predicament.
A succinct and thorough recap. If you don't already have inspiration, take it for yourself. In
Thank
usual
you.
rules apply. Pass it along if you don't. James, give yourself inspiration because you're the birthday boy.
Oh, birthday
we
inspiration.
will go on from there. Right. So, I asked you guys. Yes, very good. I am the nice one.
There it is.
Birthday horns.
Sound the birthday horn.
Hearken your ears to me, friends, and sound the birthday horn.
Dab, dab, dab,
Yeah,
dab.
that's right.
Anyway,
Boosh, boosh, boosh. Okay,
one dab for each year.
so that's a lot of years. That's a lot of dabs. I want to talk about it. And that's a lot of dabs, am I right? Fucking shit.
Yo.
All right. So, a couple days ago, I asked you guys to at least start thinking about plans, and would someone like to kind of generally go over what your plan is as it stands right now?
All right, there we go. Done.
Sure.
You guys will have an opportunity to discuss a little more, but we are looking
Quick question
we are
before we
looking
do
to do
that.
go mode here.
Before we go over that, because part of the plan is to like maybe do like a warning of the cultist attack. Do we know how we figured out the cultists are going to attack? Do you remember that? Because it could have just be information they already know.
I just listened to the rest of the episode today, so which you can find on youtube.com/something.
Yes.
Seamless plug. Like and subscribe. I don't think anyone noticed.
Don't forget to
Subscribe.
match that like button.
Good lord.
Like, comment, subscribe.
It really helps us out. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Instead of 2 viewers, we'll have 3.
And
Oh, baby.
Sylvia somehow had that information.
Yes, I had gathered that information prior to meeting you all, to which a source that I have not,
Which no one questioned
stated.
her on.
Interesting.
because I'm just so reliable with the information.
I didn't question her about it at all. I have complete confidence in her information.
Thank you, DM.
Hey, no problem.
Here's
Anytime.
your vote of confidence.
Turns out Ed's just making up plot points.
He's just making shit up, and I'm like, "Yep, go for it."
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good guy here.
Sure.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, you
I don't need to plan. Everyone makes it up for me. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. So to kind of recap the plan right now, the original party, the what were they called? The Seekers of
Seekers.
Fate, had a open invitation from the King of Huiltir to attend him. I don't know exactly what the invitation was for, but that
Yes.
could potentially get us into the city and potentially into the King's Chamber. We had discussed River, upon hearing the impending attack on the city, kind of put forth that he would rather warn the people about the attack rather than use the chaos of the attack and not warn anyone. Or at least depose the king / murder the fake king before the cultists would hit, because, you know, that's probably the best good thing to do. And at least gives the city the most fighting chance. And the plan right now is to have the original Seekers of Fate use that invitation to get access to the palace and potentially get access to the king. Within that time, Sylvia would sneak her way into the city, following us in the shadows. We would arrive at nighttime so that we would have some additional stealth benefits for Sylvia.
Please.
And we would gain entry to the... rest of the party would find a way to gain entry to the thing. River and Wolf, if they would not be able to enter, since they were not part of the original party, River had a plan to polymorph Wolf and wild shape himself and hide among the members of the party so that we could get access to the king and then do our shit.
I mean, honestly, I'm fairly stealthy myself, so...
Well, maybe we could go with Sylvia as backup then.
Totally.
River, however, is not stealthy in the slightest. He glows with an exuberant radiance the whole time and is in no way able to stealth.
So the rest of us would have to be Royal Guard shit, because there's
Royal Guard,
Samaville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I could
Mhm.
polymorph
Clinky ass
like
armor, too.
Somerville if you don't want to be there.
Yeah. Actually, can I do spells?
And then the plan is to warn them of the impending cultist attack if they don't already know, and then have Sylvia assassinate the fake king if we're not able to expose him
Yes.
within the conversation. Which, who knows how that'll go.
Totally. Not entirely sure if I could assassinate him right out, if he's as potentially powerful as I've heard him to be.
Well,
But,
we're all there
well,
to back you up.
Thank you. I will initiate the assassination should it happen. Did we decide on if there's going to be like a safe word or anything? I suggested one,
I'm
but y'all
fine
can
with
do whatever
the-
you want.
I'm fine with that phrase. If River
Okay.
says it. If anyone says it, River will say it.
Okay.
We'll definitely say it.
Some people forget that it's the code, the phrase. Just say it anyway.
It's like, oh, it's a time.
So yeah, our code phrase to let Sylvia know. Oh, and Sylvia would be in contact with us via message,
Yes.
being able to like ping us.
Yes.
I don't think Trixie and Umlau are coming with us, unless they.
At least
want to?
Trixie will. She will likely just be there in a support capacity for a time.
But Umlau probably hates our guts, and
Yeah. Umla probably shouldn't be there either,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
Right. So let me do this. I'll set the scene. You guys are still in the Alfallen hideout. I pulled you guys away by accident. Let me actually send you guys back there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Remember that time when we were back in the Alphalin?
Yeah.
So yeah, by now Umlau has like not quite departed. He needs to be there for his erstwhile daughter, but he is cagier now than he was before. And the intrusion onto his mind seems to have really not ingratiated any of you to his mood. So he is accessible, but is largely just ignoring you all. I don't know why the music suddenly got so loud, but I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Yeah, it just ramped up for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. So the guild leaders have, as you mentioned, urged caution. If what Sylvia says is true, and there's an army heading to Whiltir, they would rather you didn't depose the king right in the middle of an impending attack. However, it would be a surefire strategy of having a distraction into and out of the city.
And then we could potentially blame the cultists for the assassination. But preferably, we could depose the king before that happens and then set up, like, the defenses ourselves.
Yes.
We too.
And there's the prince potentially signaled, at least. I don't really know if we have a timetable in place for when he will return, but
Yeah, you're
he
unsure.
at least knows.
It's unclear to you. Scud is certain that the message went through and was received, but as far as the timing and the whens and wheres, you're unsure as to when he will, the prince will show.
The elusive prince.
And probably not getting there faster than the cultist from Hinterwood, because they have to go a much less distance than Krantz.
And you as well are within a close striking distance. You are fairly confident that you'll arrive before any cultist army does, should that be the path you choose. But for now, make sure you guys are all long rested. We're going to start there. Okay. Now, I believe everyone has a way into the city. What is the broader plan? Accepting the invitation and all showing up as a pile? Sending Sylvia on her own?
Not everyone is included in the invitation. That's the only thing I'm hesitant on.
Correct. So far, only the surviving members of the previous excursion had invitations. That would be Umlau, Vulcan, and Zoom, and Foz.
And Kaz.
Because Dai fell in battle.
That's true. Huh?
So those invitations did go out, and it's unclear to me when those actually did go out. If they went out in the past year or before that.
Do we have like ID?
I guess. I'm sorry. One more time.
Do we have like ID? Because I could be like, my name's Drake.
Just like
I don't want to cheat like that though.
Hiss. I'm a lizard boy.
Yeah, look,
Myself would be
look
really
at
cool.
me.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
have
me, I am
disguised self, but I'm
cold-blooded.
only self.
Do any of these previous guild leaders have disguise? What's it called?
Guy's
Self?
self
Disguise self spell.
seeming.
Yeah, they have seen me.
Judging by who is here, the answer is not likely. They have those sorts of magics for themselves, like in single capacities, but as far as like group disguises, I don't think this group would exactly have it.
Maybe Dingle Pangle has a potion that's it.
You'll have to ask him.
Pangle Pangle.
Dingle,
Well,
I require your pangles.
yeah, I have a camouflage thing, but it's natural camouflage, I believe.
Well, unless you're going to camouflage yourself in the skin of someone else, perhaps not
Very
applicable. Ah, yes, natural camouflage. Yes.
We still have our Royal Guard outfits.
Retinue. That would have been returned after when you departed. I will go so far to say is that I think Bud and Koss would have an invite as well if they were spending time in the city and amongst the people. Word would have gotten around that they did survive, and
Makes sense.
invitations went out for them as well. So that really just leaves Scud,
Samerville.
Samaville, and River, and Wolf,
And
unless
Trixie.
he's sneaking in as well.
And Sylvia.
Trixie will not be joining this excursion, and Sylvia is going to be sneaking in, it seems.
Yes.
Trixie needs to watch the child anyway.
So does Umlau.
So I guess the easy solution would be everyone go with Sylvia that's not invited.
Ooh, shit.
But then
Okay.
Rivers doesn't have the
Yeah, not so funny now, is it?
River is not the best choice.
Hey, stealthy Xanthus and Avernus, take all these clanky boys with you.
One of those actually decently stealthy, so
Tyler, did you say something
See.
about like the guard? Like,
I did, but
Part of
it
the
doesn't seem
guard.
like it's going to be very much of an option.
okay.
Because in order to do that, we'd have to re-enlist into the guard, and it's really weird. It just doesn't work well.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
We don't have outfits
It is.
for
It
it.
is an option though, if you wanted to somehow try and get stationed at the castle.
I mean, the other option
Yeah.
would be like knock out some of the guard and dress up as guards and be like, "We're back."
Interesting. Okay.
That's true.
Weird.
That is.
That could work because I don't have any
Clinky
disguise self
anyway.
that I can give to other people. Yeah.
Yeah. Or I am. I'm Clinky.
Yeah.
According to D&D Beyond, I can stay in wild shape for 5 hours.
That's
Oh,
nice.
so you could be a pet.
Or a rat.
And I can turn into something with flying speed, so I could be like
Oh.
a bee or something like that.
Could you polymorph Scud as well because he's not stealthy?
I could do that.
I'm fine doing stealth stuff.
Polymorph
and then
only
what to
lasts
do?
an hour, so
Okay.
and I have to be present to cast it. So there's that.
So yeah, then we could all go with Sylvia
Yeah.
because you guys can turn like
Yeah.
flies or
Nice.
something, right?
That's
Just
I've got
right on the shoulder
I
or
also
something.
passed
I don't
that
know if
trait.
this is how it'll work. I feel like this is how it'll work, though. If I turn into anything, whatever I turn into has to be glowy.
That's very true. Oh my god.
Firefly?
I would allow you to
Oh my
try and test that before you go, like
Oh,
before
that's
your long
terrible.
rest for the
I turn
evening,
into
unless
a
you're completely
firefly.
spent.
You're the
Yeah.
opposite of stealth. My god, you are the worst thing. What do we put you in a bag or something?
glowing.
Is that did I write
Yeah,
something?
is that
like
possible?
I think it does go through
Yeah.
like clothing and stuff.
It goes through my clothes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow. Damn.
Got a glowing cock. What is that? Be sick.
At
I
least
don't know why
at least
I have it
stealthy boy.
written in D&D Beyond somehow.
Yeah.
It's in my
Yeah.
description.
Well, I'll do my best to navigate them as best I can within the
Oh.
city's inroads.
I will give Sylvia, before we go on this escapade, whatever is happening, I'm going to give Sylvia my
Yes.
vigilant blessing. So
What is
you will have
this?
advantage on initiative rolls.
Oh, thank you.
For that.
Very good.
How long does it last?
Until you use it.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Until first
Perfect.
initiative.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or a second if you decide not to.
And I
use
So-
pass around the dark vision to anyone who doesn't have it.
it. Yeah,
Beautiful.
I would appreciate that.
Or anyone
Anyway,
who
thank-
has once better dark vision. You get 300 feet of dark vision.
Nice.
That's nuts.
I
That's
see.
a
Really
crazy
good.
distance.
Mm.
And that's why I don't even bother with
Don't-
flights
and-
anymore.
And don't forget to remind the DM that you have it.
Yes, by all means. Tell me as much as you like. Till you're blue in the
Let
face.
vision pierce the
Don't tell
veil.
him.
Go for
And he's like, I cast darkness, no one can see.
Shut your eyes for me. And kiss your bum goodbye. All right. The guild leaders or the ex-guild champions seem somewhat mollified by your that you guys have something of a plan and some inroads, something resembling a plan. They say, now there's a matter of how you're getting in. Does anyone know of a way into the castle itself? And she's indicating to you, Sylvia. Do you have any prior knowledge? Roll a history check.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I do.
20.
Heck yeah, you do.
Dirty
Um,
20.
You and Shade Volstek share a glance. You got Shade Volstek is still here, as well as Cloud and what is Umla's last name?
Halith?
Halipsin.
Halithbinth.
It's an avocado,
The
mate.
avocado family. Yeah, you have additional guests here, but you, Sylvia, share a meaningful look with Shade Volstek, and he just gives you a nod. There is a long-held secret within the Rogues Guild, a secret passage that was meant to be used as a means for the king's escape in a time of like the castle has fallen sort of thing. Only certain members know of it. Like it's a need to know basis, obviously. The entire guild doesn't know this this information. Like Dreek would not have known this, for instance. But you've heard rumors about it, unconfirmed ones, and like Shade Volstek seems to know what you're thinking, and just say, we might have a way in.
Yes, and I acknowledge it silently.
Is Shade Volstack gonna go with you?
Is Shade?
Shade Volstack, you want in? You
He
wouldn't.
says, he looks to you all and he says, I'm afraid I must turn my attention to see if there's anything we can do for Sky Peak. While you, our kingdom is in flames, and unfortunately, I think there are other priorities that need my attention. You seem to have it well in hand.
Well, if you could just point out the map of through here, and I'll hand over like something to mark off so that I can know exactly what we're talking about here.
Very good. He marks upon your a stylized map of Quiltier a sewer location. And he says, you must follow this path and follow it directly. There will be traps along the way. And several doors that will require a delicate touch.
I'm good with my hands.
So, River's gonna test his wild shape as well while we're talking this. He'll shape into a moth at first, just to see what happens.
Oof. It's almost like like moths are like a little dusty. There's just like a faint like air of like dust around this tiny moth that's catching the light and illuminating and refracting everything in a pale starry light. Or bright glowing light. I don't know what your light actually looks like.
So turn yourself into a what are they called? A lightning bug. That already glows.
Firefly?
Firefly, yeah.
Sure.
That way it's already glowing, so it's not suspicious. But seeing random firefly might be suspicious.
Yeah,
Just one.
Just one.
A single one.
Firefly native to these.
What's native to the sewers
Hey,
of
why don't-
Wiltier?
Why don't we fashion a tiny small cage and make it look like, it's just a fashion
Oh.
accessory?
I'd rather
yeah.
not be in a tiny cage. Actually,
You're like one of those moon
Actually, you know
hands.
what? Here, and Wolf will just open up one of his flaps and kind of like
oh,
lightly push some bees aside and be like, "Here, you can room with them."
Be a bee. What is a bee?
You could also be a rat in the sewers, like a glowing radioactive rat.
Or you could be a crocodile, a really big crocodile.
Sewer croc.
Radioactive sewer croc.
Sewer shark.
It'll be just like Resident Evil 2. It'll be
It'll
great.
be awesome. So anyway.
Okay, I don't have it.
But yes, you
If I'm in the sewer, ostensibly the sewer is not guarded, so I won't need to shift until later.
you won't need to shit. You're right.
Yeah.
Uh,
mean, if you need to
perfect
shit,
place
good
to
shit.
You will.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
It's
if
through
you need to,
real.
it's right there.
Is it the perfect
Yeah.
place? And that is unsanitary.
I mean-
there is no toilet paper down here.
If there is someone guarding the sewers, they're gonna spot you from a mile away, dude. What's that
Yeah,
bright
anybody-
light coming towards
The
us?
girl.
Yeah.
I think
Shade-
it should
shade-
say in
Let's
the
get
description if anyone has pass without trace or anything like that.
I
That
do.
does cover.
Oh,
it.
good.
Okay.
I do not have Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, I can support you.
Oh,
I can
perfect.
prepare it for the day as well, but it sounds like
That's very helpful.
Yeah.
Does Liara Cross have polymorph that she could use?
She would. Yeah, she could polymorph one of you.
I would say polymorph Scud. If it's gonna last the duration, though, that's the only question.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the guild leaders start looking at you, and they are starting to make plans of like gathering up whatever guild members they can as a means of retaliation against whatever may be in the city, depending on how if your plan fails, or in the defense of the city against the cults. So they unfortunately will not be able to join you
I will tell them
as they rally the troops.
as we learned about the dragon too, the crazy typic dragon, just to like make sure it's documented somewhere.
And yeah, they do appreciate that sort of information.
And we gleaned as well that that was the thing that destroyed
Ryland, yes.
Ryland. Yeah. And also made that huge crater when we were going from the other place.
That you're unclear about, but yeah, you do believe that that creature tore through the tower down there. I'll drag you back to the world map just so you can put names to faces. So down in Gildan, the tower that was there, the obsidian obelisk tower, was shattered by the creature, either by some meteor or something like it. But you guys
seemed
didn't
like
actually.
a similar thing. I think if I recall,
It was slightly different.
Kind
And
of like a phoenix thing, right? I thought. Anyway,
sorry, what about a phoenix thing?
never mind.
Okay.
The creature that shot the laser. I thought.
More
More like dragon.
More,
Anyway.
more dragon than phoenix, but you guys didn't actually investigate the crater closely. But the beams that it was shooting didn't seem like it was like physical like that that you could tell. And something crashed through the tower, lowering whatever defenses were there. So either something really heavy was dropped or shot through it, or there's some other creature with the capabilities of aerial bombardment.
Ooh, a phoenix dragon would be dope as fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry, the half ice, half fire dragon wasn't cool enough for you. Fuck off. God
It
damn
was
it.
too hot.
It was or cold.
It was icy to dull the pain, and then it was
it
hot
burned
to
either
relax
way.
it away.
Yeah. Shaq
Like,
was the
Now
one
I'm
sponsoring it.
back.
Oh, no wonder it's so big.
I see how Shack Dragon.
Shaq Dragon.
Shack attack.
Oh.
Cool.
Shack Dragon.
All right. So,
Shack dragon.
what other business do you guys have to attend to?
How are we doing the? So I feel like we talked about the Rogues Guild path. How's the I guess in plain sight party doing? Things.
Yes, indeed. How are they doing things?
I mean, they're just
Are-
gonna go in with an invitation, right? We have to go dredge through shit.
Ideally, we should get there before them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Easy
would
for
be
them
the
to get in than
idea.
us.
True, true.
Hmm.
Okay.
Shade Volstick will also add that it is what the fuck?
No, I just looked up this and this came up.
That was distracting. Shade Volstick also tells you he does not know what traps lie on that path, or if it's guarded. He only knows of its existence. He also knows that the traps are rotated, just to keep things different. So it's unclear to him what would be there at the time of your arrival.
Okay. But just be prepared for traps.
Indeed.
Okay.
Beans.
So from the sound of it, the team with the invitations will just have to improvise, is what I'm hearing from you guys.
I mean, we don't really know too much about the invitations themselves, do we?
The invitations are just a request by by your king to attend him at your earliest convenience to discuss the events of your Doomwaker encounter.
We're like, hey, it's been a year. We're ready, final.
I'm suddenly curious.
Mhm.
Report. Port. All right.
Let's see.
Anything else to discuss? Doing it.
Good.
I was thinking about that guess, yeah.
I was wondering when he was going to show up.
That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. Like every time, I can watch it for like 10 minutes.
Now,
So hypnotic.
tell me what you're going to do with the airship while you're carrying out this plan.
Fill full of smoke powder barrels and ram it.
Foz and Petra are going to, I guess, circle around Quiltier
Getaway driver.
or be around the exit of the sewers where we came in.
Do we have any way to send messages or contacts to say, hey, it's time to pick up?
Sylvia has access to a single, or to a magic item that acts like sending. It can send messages telepathically to the bearer of the opposite earring.
Okay.
So you have that option.
Good.
Otherwise, I don't know if River has any sort of spells that would
Not.
fall into
I
that
have-
category, but
I have scrying. I can see things. I could also take skywrite, I think, to like signal everyone, but that's not.
Come
exactly
here. Everyone's like, all right.
the king is dead.
God, it was
Look
funny.
at the
1-800. Scrawl.
king! Look at me, I am the captain. Written in the sky.
Goddess,
Oh,
bitch.
I'll prepare it just in case.
on the topic of the bearer of the earring, would that person be on the ship? I don't know if we've
That's
clarified
what
that.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you're amenable to, like, Foz having the earring, for example, or Petra, and then that way you can just boop boop. Hey, call for evac.
Yeah. Oh, is Foz taking back? If Foz is taking back, then yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Well, he's one of the pilots, so
Okay, I didn't know that. Good to know.
yeah. Apparently, you need to have magic to fly the stupid thing. So.
Cool. Then yeah, if the owner of the other earring isn't solid yet, I can give it to Foz so that we have a way out. I just need to make sure that I'm the one that's making call. So
Yeah, Foz would not call you unless it's dire. Is it like just single use?
yeah, I
or-
believe it's single use, once per day, but
Okay.
message is unlimited as long as it's within the realm of message. So
Okay.
if we're able to see the escorted party or the one with the tickets, the invitations, then I could message within silently within I think 120 feet. So
Okay. Does the other person need the earring for ascending, or
I think so.
is it
Yeah.
just the
For sending,
bearer
yes.
can do it?
It's-
Okay.
Yes.
It's like a sending stone in that way, but as far as the messages go, it can be to anybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we either leave it with the ship pilot
Yeah.
for evac, or we can bring it with us to interparty communicate. back
Yeah.
and forth.
I think since the inter party is going to be, hopefully we're going to be close to each other somewhat. I think it'd be more valuable at long distance to have it with Foz or someone that's on the ship. So I'd give it to Foz. I presume I've noticed that he's the pilot. He'd be a pretty important person to bring it in. So yeah, I'll give it to Foz so we could do that.
All right, sounds good. Sorry, did I miss it? Where are you guys leaving the skyship? Outside of the city?
Yeah,
I'm
just
assuming-
doing rounds around, right?
Yeah, sounds like circling the block.
All right, sounds
Okay.
good. Is there any other business you guys want to handle while you're here?
Clouds. Cloud, I
I'm
guess.
telling Cloud to stay the fuck back. Stay on the airship.
Isn't there? Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we capture some of the assassin people and put them in a jail cell or something like that down here?
Something.
Yeah, there were a few.
I
Huh?
think one.
They're all
Okay.
dead now.
I assume that the guild leaders are going to handle with him. So
Yeah. If you inquire, they tell you that they've been relocated to a more suitable prison and
Try to
are
life.
being interrogated,
The hard life of
Excellent.
labor.
It's the hard knock life.
making license plates.
For airships.
My other airship.
ye old license plates and fucking bumper stickers. If you're this close, if you can read this, you're too close to my airship.
See, I do have a question. Since we are in a somewhat of a, I guess, I don't know if it's stronghold's the right way to put it, but some sort of camp with potentially supplies. Is there potential for like any spare gear or maybe improved weaponry that I could potentially go through? Because I have pretty light. I'm pretty lightly armored.
Oh, and I forgot to give you magic items, huh?
Yes. if that was a mandatory thing,
Didn't you come up with a wish list?
I did. I shared it.
Christmas
With,
list.
yeah.
You get
List.
nothing.
Oh, thanks for the list.
None of
Fuck
it.
you.
Yes. Things to avoid. Thanks for the.
That's super cool. I wasn't planning on giving you any of this stuff, but nice to know what you want. Let's see here. Let's take care of this now because I have to.
Well, if you're real good, maybe Santa will get it for you next year.
Yay, coal!
A coal again.
Hey, a bag of holding.
Actually, bag of holding would be pretty helpful. I don't know.
Yeah,
Do-
you get 3 bags
y'all
of
have
holding.
one? Y'all have one?
It's bag of holding.
do.
Bud does, I
Zoom?
think, yeah.
Bud?
You do?
You said bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Josh was like, "Did you just say a bag of holding?
Oh.
Say the magic
Do,
word.
do,
Did you
do,
call me?"
do y'all not have one?
We
Oh,
do.
I don't. Oh, you do. Okay.
He just said,
You
you
but
guys are
somebody
peasants. Hey, do you wanna connect those and totally derail this?
Give him a cloak of displacement.
What's that?
He deserves
2
cloak
bags of holding.
displacement.
2 bags of holding.
Oh, just so we can go to the actual plane real quick.
Yeah, not just real quick.
Right
let's,
quick.
just, let's ruin Matt's night tonight.
So
Throw away
I
your
was
notes, man.
actually
My
Gonna
night's been
ask
ruined just by being here with you.
and you know you love to have it
I
ruined.
know.
Could not be any
Fuck
worse.
off. 7 bags
but
of holding.
Odd segue though. I was actually going to ask about possibility of procuring like special ammunition, like just arrows that do
Oh, that'd be nice.
interesting things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down
If
for
there
that.
are any of those lying around.
Sounds good. Give me one
And
sec.
but in no means making an arrow that sucks people into the astral plane.
Walloping. I think that's a thing.
Ed, I want you to
Hmm.
take the bag of holding and stretch it wide and then jump down on top of the king. Let's
That's
go!
one way to kill
Just
him.
yoink the king.
Hold your breath.
I don't know.
Take him in the bag and put that bag in another bag and no more
Goodbye.
king!
He's gone.
No, you have to do that with a bag of devouring. You use rope trick, and you have a guy bungee jump down, bag of devouring over his head.
You guys
Oh.
are wild.
Anyway,
The
You
day
guys could literally
before-
deal with the king no matter how, like in any way you want, and you're like, let's just send him the astral plane.
10,000
That'll take
years
care of it.
dungeon.
I did just have an idea that I don't know why I didn't think of before. I have scrying. Can I try and scry on the hashtag real king?
Good call.
Have you met him?
Oh,
I don't know if you have.
uh,
I've
I-
never- I don't know if I have.
What do you need?
Let me see. Just to see if he's alive.
like-
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Because we don't know, right?
because I think other stuff just makes it easier, if I remember correctly. For if you have like an object of their person or something,
Did
then
it show up?
it's like
Oh.
We also don't
Like
know
the
if the real
saving
king
throw
just
or whatever.
possessed and it is the real
Yeah.
king under influence, or if it's like an entity pretending to be him. So
He would get
Yeah.
a since I don't think I've ever met the king. I only have secondhand knowledge. He would get a +5 bonus to his saving throw.
Roger that. Wisdom save, right?
Yeah, wisdom. Yeah, and it's, spells DC 22.
All right, roger that.
man.
You can feel
Really high.
your gaze. Well, let me back it up. How does your scrying work?
I
For
use
instance, do you like get pulled that direction? Is somebody lifting you, or are you just like teleporting there instantly? What is it like for you?
the way I see it. I use Rain's chosen eye as the implement for it. So I kind of channel it through my own eye. So I'm like seeing through my chosen eye, but I like use her chosen eye as the focus for the spell.
I
So
see.
I just imagine I'm like I keep one eye closed and this eye just goes like dial up tone. like
Gotcha.
Dun, dun.
And you have a topaz for an eye, or a?
I have I believe it was topaz, something like that.
And
I don't.
Rain's was a ruby or something.
I don't.
Emerald.
I don't know if we
Emerald sounds cool. Do that.
Okay, it's an emerald.
All right, I won't ask Tyler. Never mind.
Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't
So as
say
you,
what I know they had
peer-
actual gems.
as you peer into the emerald, its many facets refracting light and such, you push a little bit of your power through your ocular magic eye, and one of the facets, just as you turn the eye slightly, there's like, it looks almost as though you're glancing through a window within it. Your gaze stretches and that little window opens wider, and you peer down on Quiltier from above. The rains are washing over the plains and surrounding trees, and it's a sort of not dour day, but it is a wet and stormy day as you pierce through the clouds. Further down onto the castle keeps and grounds, your vision appears as though it's about to delve further into the building itself when it suddenly stops. You are the window, the view that you're looking through shatters as something blocks your spell from going through.
That would make sense. I just tell everyone they have some type of divination protection on the castle. But
Something's fucky.
that means the real king
Fucky wucky.
is alive within the castle.
Oh.
Hmm.
So
Well, at least there's that.
If the real king is the one that
We'll
is
find him.
on the throne, then we might need to exercise him.
Hmm.
Oh man, if Scroob were here, this would be such a good. Anyway,
Anybody
But
draw
here's
out
that.
the no.
good
Yeah.
with that?
Exorcism.
Any religious folks?
I mean, River's pretty.
You got two of them right here.
Is his name Jackmanus? Jackaminus or something like that? That's what Brandon said, right?
Yes.
What the king's name was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jackaminus.
Minus.
Chicominus or something like that.
What? Really?
Check the VOD.
I mean, his, yeah.
In other news, Ed, I will give you the bracers of archery, your thieves'
Hey.
tools, your choice of the oath bow or the dragon wing bow,
Okay.
and I will either allow for the cloak of displacement or the moon touch swords. Your choice.
Okay.
I'll throw in the glamored studded armor too because it's just fun.
Yay! That's the main thing I wanted.
Would we consider...
There's only one thing there.
It doesn't really
Yeah.
do anything other than look cool, so I'm cool with
Yep,
it.
that's all I do.
Yep, that's all
I
I,
just
care
want to be
about.
able to change how it looks like.
That's right.
Question: would we consider remove curse as an exorcism spell?
It is an exorcism
Big form
spell
of it.
for some things. Depends on the thing in question, though. You studied a good amount of time trying to learn.
Oh, I sure did.
Sorry, Ed. You cloak of displacement or the moon touch swords. Up to you.
Gotcha.
And if I don't know why you got the cloak of Elvenkind highlighted, but you can't wear two cloaks, so go ahead and give yourselves the boots of Elvenkind instead.
Ooh, it's a poncho.
Okay. Oh no, I don't know why I had it bolded either. I think I was trying to do
Just
this.
sew them
myself.
together.
You can wear two cloaks, just one on one side and one on the other.
I need you guys to shut the fuck up. God damn it.
Right now.
You shut your
Layers.
whore mouth. Your whore mouth right now.
That is not welcome here.
No, it's my line. You're not welcome in my castle. Okay, very well. So there are still a couple of outstanding threads, like what the fuck you're gonna do with River's brother, Cloud, and
Stay on the ship, please. Please stay on the ship.
We have
This
to
is-
bring Blurred.
well, Blurred's already on the ship. Um,
Bury him.
Cloud glares at you, River, and he says, "You can't." I don't know what his voice was like. "You can't avoid me forever, brother."
I'm not. Do you want to talk? Do
Yeah.
we need to talk right now?
Yes. Yes,
What
we
is
can talk right now.
What is it? What is it, Cloud?
I don't know. You tell me. You go gallivanting around this world, leaving me in places. What am I now? Just your page? Your brother.
He says, talk to Celestian. Find something to do.
Find something to do. Look busy, brother.
Fuck off.
He says, look, I'm the older brother, but you've had a little bit more experience than me at this point, right? Surely you can think of something to atone for what's been going on the last 10 years I've been gone.
Celestian doesn't answer me anymore.
Say, well, maybe you should consider why that is. Because the answer's me.
Well, you were always special. Of course, he answers you.
I like
They
knock
answer
him
you.
on the shoulder, and I just say, "We're both chosen. I just happen to glow now."
And the chosen god, my chosen of this god that doesn't answer me, that little good that does me.
I just say, perhaps he wishes you to wander a bit. That's what we always did. Maybe after this is all done, Cloud, we'll go back. We'll wander again.
You mean that?
Yeah. It was always the plan. Until, we became chosen and the ritual went to shit, but, I don't want to lose you. I thought I had.
Oh, Cloud dying.
I'm just setting all the death flags here.
Yeah, you're really setting this guy up for something. No, mate, we've got a plan.
If it's all done, I can't lose you.
We lost you in the Underdark, and it all went to shit. And everyone, it all fell apart without you.
That's not entirely true.
Isn't it, though?
Well, Rain left. I think I had made contact with the other chosen in the year. I can't remember if I had. But...
Boy, I don't have the answer to that. Did you?
I thought I did. You have to go back.
I mean, Brandon would know.
Yeah, Brandon would know.
Yeah.
Well, he's not here right now, so...
I definitely had tried to talk to Cloud. We had exchanged letters, but his letters became less frequent before he tried to assassinate me. But water under the bridge, one could say.
I wonder if any of them got killed in Vryland.
It's entirely possible.
We don't think about that. But
They were all in Vryland.
except for Cloud and Rain. But yeah, I'll tell him, just look, I need all of the chosen together. I need to find a replacement for Rain. I need to find, I need you. More, and sorry if I hadn't said it before, but I need you, brother.
He's a grown-ass man, but he's still pouting. You can tell. Actually, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Damn it. Why am I not trained in persuasion? Why am I trained in performance?
Because you just want to dance.
I just want to play my flute.
That's the only reason you're here. You old dancing bitch. Dance for me.
These two, huh?
He says, well, maybe.
Jeez.
Not sure I quite believe that yet, but I'll stay on your ship, I guess. Just wait for you to come back.
See, the ship needs some type of cleric while I'm gone.
Isn't the goblin a cleric?
Goblin's coming with us, I think.
No, he's on the ship.
Okay.
He's on the ship. He's a crew member. He just lifts out a huffy breath.
River's like, what if Blurred goes down? What if that happens? You're there, Cloud. You're there. And what if you go down and Blurred is there for you?
Brother, I don't think this is having the effect you think it's having. He cracks a little bit of a smile, though, and he says, all right, I'll stay on the ship for now. But if you need to find these chosen, you need to do it soon.
Actually, I was wondering if I could outsource that task a little bit.
Really? You're Celestian's favorite, and you want to outsource the task?
I say, hey, you've been around longer than I have. You had more contact with them in the last 10 years than I did.
Brother, he doesn't speak to me anymore.
No. The Chosen.
Well, I mean, they've moved on. We all moved on. Or tried to. Rain did. Look how that turned out for her.
Yeah, that was pretty shit. But, I mean, maybe you could help find the others. I had tried scrying on them, I think. I'm pretty sure I had actually made contact with
Brother,
them.
are you really trying to make this a priority?
I can't remember. I'm gonna say...
I'm hearing a lot of
here.
half promises and not a lot of...
I think I remember I had scryed on them at least, and I had tried to contact them. So maybe what I'll try and steer the conversation to instead will be, look, I tried. They don't want to talk to me. They'll talk to you though, Cloud. You were there.
You were there too.
Yeah, but no, I wasn't. I was stuck in stone. You're the only one who was there with them. You're the only one who could really convince them to come back. And I fully believe that.
Roll a persuasion or deception check. Because I'm not sure I believe you.
I think River believes it.
Okay. Well, that's
I'm
better
gonna use
than a
my
2.
inspiration just in case, because I wanna inspire my bro. Okay, well, 13.
You see gears in his head turning. He says, let me think about it. I'm not sure I'm the right fit the way you say.
You will be, but take time. We have to finish this first anyway. So
No, you have to finish this.
true.
I like this drama. If Samaville dies, I'm going to be one of them.
I'm
I will be chosen.
gonna be a chosen.
Could be a chosen. I have an eye. It could be a chosen.
Well, Samaville does not want to do God.
His eyes like, give it to me.
Yeah.
River's been
Doesn't
eyeing
use six
Kaz
eyes.
actually, because he's got like all the star shit going on
Yeah.
too. So River's like,
Yeah, he's got a lot of extra eyes going on right
And
now.
he has a stink to him.
yeah.
He's got the corrupted stink.
But you stink.
No, Scroop just finds the eye laying around and eats it. So, yeah, there you go. No. Scroop, don't eat that! No.
Scroop is the ultimate chosen now.
All right. Cloud departs for the ship and awaits further word, but you seem to have mollified him for the moment. Mollified him. I would also like to request, since last time, Sylvia, you did the rounds to get to know everybody. Your big opportunity to meet with River is now.
Oh,
So,
that's
if you
right.
wanted to
I did
do
not
that,
get to
you
get
may.
meet with River at this point.
Do you show up
Ah.
right after I tell my brother off?
Yeah.
This is just like one of my
Oh.
songs.
Sure, I'll do that.
The
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah, I'll hear the last few moments and potentially the energy in the room. And where are you? Like, are you like outside or?
Yeah, we'll say. I guess we were on the ship. I don't know, or we're at
Yeah.
the Fallen. I guess.
You're still at the All Fallen base. You guys are like prepping to leave.
Yeah. So the second this cloud is out of like view of River, like where River is confident that Cloud cannot see him anymore, he just goes like, oh. And he just seems to like deflate a little bit and like relax. If he's alone, like you see a side of River that like, well, I don't know. Roll stealth. Let me see if I notice you.
Heck yeah, I'd happily.
The bird's back. Daniela's request.
Daniela really wanted the bird.
It's a white
28.
one.
Uh-huh.
Like a single bird flying around. Oh no, there's some more out there.
The next boss.
Yeah, River in no way notices you, so you see him like he normally has this like over dramatic like confidence about him, but like as soon as he thinks he's alone, you just like oh. And you see potentially a smidge of concern and slight unconfidence in what he's doing.
Well, given just the stealth that I had rolled, I do try to approach, but not necessarily stealthily. And if there's like something to knock on or like a piece of wood, just to kind of get your attention, I'll knock on it and just say, "Bad time."
People goes. Oh, hello. And like I pull my bow out at you and just like a glowing arrow. Just
I'll put both my hands
Sorry.
up.
And it just like dissipates as soon as it doesn't release, but it just like
Mhm.
dissipates. Oh, sorry about that. I think I caught your name before.
Sylvia Moonwhisper, pleasure.
Oh. Pleasure to meet you, Sylvia. It is River Shadow at your service. I think that's like a JoJo pose.
Cool. And kind of above the table, but like I overheard that you had the eye, but what is like other than like the sullen disposition that he was in, like kind of what does River look like?
Oh yeah, River looks like, imagine the statue of David has become animated. He looks like he doesn't look like stone. But he has the features of basically like a statue. He looks like statue as he has like curly, kind of reddish brown hair, light red brown hair, and one of his eyes, which he usually keeps an eye patch over.
Oh, that's why you okay.
Yeah. But when
totally
he's
true.
yeah, and I like glow like I'm a Super Saiyan constantly, basically. Like I have this like kind of inner glow. You can see like starlight like kind of just underneath my skin, as if like someone's shining a flashlight through my body, basically. And you see I have these kind of like constellation-like tattoos that go down one of my arms that holds my bow. He wears kind of like a lightish armor that goes very much gives like archer vibes, like think like Kudo type clothing, but then also like this kind of Greek like designs and patterns on them as well. His robes also have constant like stars all across them. He seems to be very much about the night sky.
Do you want to bring up the picture, Matt? If you have one of him.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, did you make art for him?
I did.
Ooh.
I always forget about
Picture.
this.
Wait, Bill can draw?
Yeah. Right.
I do that.
Fucking
Hashtag
whack, dude.
follow me on Twitter.
You're always in your star form now, right?
Yes, I'm always in this one.
Oh right, okay. I think I've seen this
Oh,
before.
I've never actually seen the bottom half.
Oh.
Those are some pretty sweet
Yeah.
sandals.
Oh,
I've
I
only,
don't
like,
really
seen it
wear
from
the
the waist,
sandals
like,
anymore.
token.
I used to wear the sandals, but I don't at this time. Well, I guess I still wear them, but they don't. I'm not attuned to them.
Oh, okay.
And I have a cloak that seems to have like a Doomwaker-esque vibe to it. I can't remember. It's the cloak of the
Rokukurak.
Rokukurak, yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah,
Cool
he
aesthetic.
seems to have a flair for the dramatic.
Gotcha. Okay. So looking you up and down, like with the shine that you do dispense, just freely it seems, Sylvia will kind of inch away into like whatever part of the room or area that has a little bit more shadow in it, because that seems to be where she's more comfortable. But we'll continue speaking with you, and kind of referencing the conversation that just happened. Little family trouble?
Oh, yes, my brother, just a few days ago tried to have me murdered, but it wasn't really his fault, but it's a complicated story. Anyway, yes, it's been, actually River would probably go into, like, the theatrics of it, like, yes, a family turned against each other by fate, brought to blow by assassin dagger, but a folly attempt by a foolish, now older brother.
Cool. And Sylvia will just kind of nod along, wide-eyed, but kind of like letting most of it kind of filter out one ear to another. But taking little bits and pieces, specifically just kind of eyeing like your bow and the tattoos and the story that you might have behind all of that. And kind of pointing across like the grandeur that seems to be your bow and just your presence. She'll ask, did you make that yourself?
Oh,
Bits
no,
of a purveyor of the bow?
This was a blessing of Celestian, but yes, I did study the bow my entire life. My human life.
You and I alike. It seems there's a few of us in this particular troop that are well suited at range.
Yes, I don't fire physical arrows, but I use it.
You don't?
No, would you like a demonstration?
I would.
I just look around. Is there like a good target around here I can do?
You see Umlau.
Roll a perception.
Yeah, you see Umlau.
There's an apple
Mind your own
conveniently
business.
placed on the top of Umlau's head.
I'll grab if there's nothing available, I'll just like grab a ration from my pack and just toss it into the air. Pull.
Your eyes kind of gloss over your brother leaving. Very briefly, you're just like, and decide not to and shoot the ration instead.
Yeah, I see him like on the side of the ship or something. I'm like,
Yeah, and you have that insane urge to harm your brother bodily.
Uh-oh.
I know.
And I'll cast Aurora Polaris.
Ooh, what
That's
is
what?
this?
I think at this level I get 3 beams. So yeah, you see 3 little beams of light kind of get pulled back from my bow as I shoot off 3 things.
Hot
Is it
damn.
I can't. My picture is in the way. Get out of here, Art. And my last one.
This is an interesting spell.
It's homebrew.
That'd be why. It's like, what?
It's cantrip.
I've never
It's
heard of
basically
it.
like a
Eldritch
a
Blast.
reflavored Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
That can do.
Oh,
more
it's really cool.
damage.
I like it. I like the
Oh,
D12
cool.
at night thing. That's fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, looking at it, go ahead.
Well, with 20, 22, and 29, do I hit?
Oh man,
the ration?
food has never been more obliterated with light.
The cracker never knew what hit it.
River says, "Food has never been so obliterated."
And so it was, as it's
Behold!
burned with cosmic light and energy. It is just ash and dust on the wind.
Just kind of looking at the results of that being a lot more supernatural than Sylvia's accustomed to.
And also, you would have caught
Yeah.
as an archer. River aim was off. Like there is no way
Really?
that like would actually hit. Like if that were actual arrows that like did that, like the arrows like shot off and did like the anime like homing missile like type
Oh my
thing.
god, some 80s bow of Chiron shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you were as you stand in your shadowed corner talking to River, you're just suddenly poof, like there's just a bright light, and like everyone in the room sees this, right? All the shadows are just scattered in this one moment where you're just like in a nuclear like flash going off in your face, and you can only hope, like you can't help but think that this man is a fool. And he is just loud and boisterous and everything you are not.
Yeah. I just all that goes through my mind is like, we will.
You blink away stars.
I know. I am not sure if this will work. Like in my head, it feels like we're complete opposites in almost every way.
I just put a hand on your shoulder and say, "Have faith, Sylvia Moon Whisper." Celestian would not.
That
would
that
not
I
hide
can
you.
try.
See, but tell
Though
me of yourself. I know nothing of you. You know Trixie.
I do. We are part of the guild together, the Rogues Guild.
Oh.
Met her a little bit later in my career. Met her, learned of her husband, love her child. Very pleasure. Makes me think of I would want one of my own, but that's a whole nother story in itself. But yes, I'm Sylvia Moonwhisper. I'm not a faithful person, so to speak, as far as your devotion to your god or helm, it seems like to the others. I tend to work mostly for myself since I've reached the surface. I'm from the Underdark. Haven't been back since the.
What part of the Underdark? I happen to know quite a few folks from the Underdark myself.
Oh, you do? Have
And
we?
you see like a small like pensive like look goes across his face as he looks away.
Oh, okay. Can I get it? Is it like a negative look, or can I insight into that? I guess.
Sure.
Like, are you judging me?
No, he seems to have a you would place this as a what's the right word? I'm struggling to think of the word for like when you're missing something. Like
Oh, okay.
Wistful?
yeah. Like a longing for a friend. A longing.
Oh, it's a bit of a longing. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'll catch that, but I won't pay it no mind. I will mention, it's a small village. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but one thing we are for sure is we're not followers of Loth. I prefer to keep my beliefs and my struggles away from that particular deity. So maybe not a traditional drow in that sense of the word.
Not very well.
But I am
would not-
fascinated. I'm sorry.
Just for the sake of that, I would not have judged you if you were a follower of Loth. Celestian. I don't know if he had necessarily. Would Celestian have opinions about Loth? Maybe. I guess he would, because he did send a meteor down to the end.
Roll a religion check with advantage, I'll say.
I'm
With
the
a
most
10
religious.
You are, yeah. Judging by that conversation with your brother, the biggest cleric, the best. So you would assume that there's no love lost between the gods. Lolth is a very, from what you've heard, Lolth is a very contentious figure, and just on beliefs alone, probably wouldn't align with Celestian. But Celestian also tends to like sit outside of those sorts of conflicts. Like he doesn't really, well, he cares about his chosen and his reasons are his own. He doesn't really interfere with the works of other gods, be it evil or good. he's more concerned with what he's doing. If that makes sense.
I'd say, yeah, I mean, unless a cultist of Wolf was interfering with one of our operations, I doubt there'd be an issue. Would she have said anything regarding operatives of Lolth? Because if I recall, actually what I recall about She's backstory, I cannot remember at this moment what exactly had attacked his village.
Roll a history check. In that moment, you remember, while Lulf's agents are quite prevalent in the Underdark, what raised the Mushroom Kingdom and sent she adrift was the Duragar.
That's right. I just say, God. Yeah, I just say, like, if anything, I have more, I don't know, this sounds really bad, but I just say, I have more contention with the Duragar, who assailed my friend's home.
Well, then perhaps we have common enemies indeed. I am quite impressed by your choice of ammunition. It can be quite handy having, I guess, the results of your attacks disintegrate in a way that evidence would not be found. And I don't know, perhaps if there's a technique to the way to which you work, I may be keen to observe how you do so.
A little sparkle appears in his eyes, like, are you saying you're interested in becoming a follower of Celestia?
Sylvia will take a step back, given the grandiose positioning.
That's not what I said, bitch.
Let's just say I'm interested, but we'll take a pass for now and rely on the skills that have gotten me this far. But I appreciate it.
Speaking of, I would love to see a demonstration of your skills myself. And I'll produce another ration. And just say, I'll just like chuck it up, I guess. I don't say anything.
Okay, cool.
It's like a baby
Not given much. It's a P. Not given much. Not given much warning. He tosses the ration into the air. Roll your attack roll, please.
Cool. So what this will be, I will kind of like first fade into the shadows, and then is this happening before the long rest or like?
Yes.
Okay. So given that, then just to go full Monty with everything, I'll look up to the ration and just say "Swift death upon my enemies" and shoot 3 times.
My enemy, the ration.
Yeah, that being the rations.
Darn those carbs.
And actually, for the first hit, so the first hit we'll make sure to hit. But for the second couple, I will kind of pull the string a little bit harder, and see if I could obliterate it in the same way that River did, and sharpshooter shoot it.
All right.
Is that a 1?
-5.
Oh no, it just
Minus-
it's the D20 -5.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, it didn't add any of your stuff to it either, so it's a little confusing.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah, go ahead and roll again. That's weird.
-5.
Oh, it just rolled sharpshooter.
I was good at this.
Yeah,
But
was
it
the
didn't.
6
But it didn't
on the
add. Yeah, roll 2 oathbow attacks like before. And we'll just subtract 5 manually.
Yeah, we'll just
That's
better. Yeah,
Oh,
that's better.
the 30 is.
Okay. And I'll just do, so it'll be 3 shots, and it's only because this is the first round of combat.
Yeah. Perfect.
So many questions.
Okay.
Just gotta
So
answer quick.
Yep. So it will be 19, 25, and 14 for all three.
Yeah.
4.
It's a ration.
Yep.
It was.
Defenses
it
are
used to be.
fearless.
Describe to me what happens to this ration.
So in a similar way to the disintegration of the prior thing via river, it'll be almost near the near complete opposite because it's all physical arrows, but with I think a total of what will be like 3 arrows that will come out. She'll pull all 3 at once, and all 3 will hit the center of the arrow or center of the ration, and almost like drill it so that it's a perfect circle all the way across the center. And so it'll come back, but it'll just have a large kind of basic. It'll be like a rectangular donut as it comes back.
A rectangular donut. Excellent.
I say impressive.
And it is impressive.
And then yeah, I'll take it. This is still good, and I'll pack it away.
Yeah,
Very good.
you hear. I was gonna say you hear Zoom come out from the ship. She's like, "Don't waste food."
What are you doing?
I'm not.
He's like
Yeah, I
yelling
think-
mostly at River.
Oh yeah, the river completely decimated. But yeah, after a conversation and this brandishing of skill, I will bid adieu to the newfound colleague in river, and leave you to your business should you like to do so.
Very good. All right. So to move things along a little bit, we have got we had a request for potential gear. So what I'm going to need everyone to do is roll a D10 and then a D100. So we'll start from the left and on my left and start with you, George. Roll a D10, roll a D100.
Alrighty. Come on.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
A 1 and a 23.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ed, you're up
Whoa.
next.
Okay. D10 and a D100.
Come on, 777.
Damn it! 7,
Oh, close.
so close.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Ross, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Oh?
Uh,
No.
Oh,
55.
55. Okay.
755.
I do not know what this is.
Hmm.
Tyler.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8 and 8.
Wow.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
If I
A lot
had
of
nickel for
doubles.
8 times, we rolled an 8.
Jimsu.
Jimsu.
James did to go twice because it's his birthday.
No, I already gave him inspiration. Fuck off.
I tried, James.
I appreciate it.
4.
4.
Alrighty. Bill.
Me? Oh, that's not. Right. 8.
Wow.
Another
What are the
one?
chances?
What the
Wow.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Literally. Holy shit.
Improbable.
What are the chances
Wow.
of that?
It's highly
$1 million.
unlikely. Okay.
Dude.
Wow.
Lots of doubles
Um,
today.
Daniel.
Sound bill like this.
All right, come on, 8. Come on, 8.
Come on, 5. Come on, 5.
Come on,
5,
5. 55.
Oh,
Oh,
it's on 5.
Alright.
Oh. Well, that's okay. Well, That's cool. All right. So,
Why do I feel like that's
oh, I should do
Anyway.
one for Kos too, because
Hmm.
he is also here.
And Foz.
8 or 5?
And Zoom.
No, shut up.
Just
and
in case.
Trixie.
Did it
Don't
roll?
forget Umla's kid.
And Cloud.
And let's
Word.
get to.
That's 3 points.
And Dangle Tangle.
Alrighty. Wow. Okay. All right. So, being the erstwhile headquarters of the guild, there are amassed some things that they can drum up for you. A lot of it kind of random, a hodgepodge of things that have been either gathered on adventures over the years or leftover equipment that has been recovered from failed expeditions and such. Given the scale at which the guild operates, some decent stuff in here. Let me. Now I now have to do something else. For you, Bud, they give you 3 potions of healing. To you, Sylvia, they give you the Ring of X-ray Vision.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That actually could be useful.
Keep your eyes on yourself.
To you, Scud, you get the Iron Bands of Belaro.
Whoa, that sounds
Hmm.
crazy.
Interesting.
That sounds crazy.
You can use an action to speak the command word and throw the sphere at a huge or smaller creature you can see within 60 feet of you. As the sphere moves through the air, it opens in a tangle of metal bands. Make a ranged attack roll with an attack bonus equal to your dexterity modifier plus your bonus proficiency bonus. On a hit, the target is restrained until you take a bonus action to speak the command word again to release it. Doing so or missing with the attack causes the bands to contract and become a sphere once more. A creature, including the one restrained, can use an action to make a DC 20 strength check to break the iron bands. On a success, the item is destroyed, and the restrained creature is freed. If the check fails, any further attempts to make that made by that creature automatically fail until 24 hours have elapsed. Once the bands are used, they cannot be used again until next dawn.
Nice.
Fancy.
It is fancy. You're right.
Wow.
Let me see here. For you, Samaville, I need you to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, there's just too many things. Roll a 1, 2, 3, 4. Can roll a d4.
One.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll a d10.
Two.
You get a +3 magic dagger.
Oh.
Okay. I don't use weapons.
Sell it.
Maybe
Sell
I
it.
can throw it. Who knows?
I'm gonna try rolling something just to see if this works.
Oh.
Huh, okay.
To you, Wolken, I need you to roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, d6, please.
D6.
Like a D6, like a D6.
A 3.
Chris.
You get a defender rapier.
Cool.
It's a +3 rapier,
Ooh.
and the first
Right.
time you attack on each of your turns, you can transfer all or some of the sword's bonus to your armor class instead. For the use of instead of using any bonuses on attacks for that turn. So, for example, you could reduce the bonus from +3 to +1, and you get a +2 bonus to your AC
Mm.
instead.
Don't get
Finesse, piercing, the usual. River, I need a D4 roll, if you please. And a D10.
What if I roll a 2?
Well, then you know what you're going to get.
Oh my god, we were almost the same.
Aw.
Almost exactly.
That's so cool.
You are given a +3 javelin.
I'll trade you in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Yeah, I trade you. You get the dagger. I'll take the strength-based thing.
Here you go. Have a javelin.
So ironically, or coincidentally, however you look at it, for you, Wolf, you were given an arrow of slaying.
Ooh, that's exactly what I asked.
And this arrow of slaying is attuned to monstrosities
Ooh.
Oh, fun.
to aid you in the hunting of monsters.
Now, just get the pedantry out of the way. This is a bolt of.
Yeah, it'll work. It'll work with your chosen implement.
Cool, you got a 50 cal bullet, but I
Oh,
fired a
arrows
45.
don't work with it.
And to Koss goes a potion of frost giant strength.
Yes.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Beautiful.
Maiden strength?
Hmm?
Frost maiden strength?
You don't want that.
Dun, dun, dun.
I assure you, DM, I do. Okay. Now that we got that covered, is there anything else you want to beg for? Bunch of layabouts and ingrates. My blustery dagger, miss. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Could I stick my dagger on my moon bow to make it +3 instead of +2?
You could certainly try. If you fired the dagger from your arrow, perhaps, or from your bow, perhaps.
No, we'll keep it as a melee option. In case all magic goes out.
In dark
Be a
places,
blade for you when all magic.
when all other blades go dull. Okay, the guild champions. The arrow of slaying comes from the ranger champion herself, drawn from a quiver that she now has to carry next beside her. Her body is broken and flattened in varying ways. But you're sent off with the good wishes of the guild and whatever gear they can procure for you. But for now, you have to set your sights toward Hwiltir. Make sure you take your long rest, and we will get a move on.
E.
Managing spells.
Nice. All right. Let me find some more suitable music.
Mhm.
Lovely.
Bird.
Is it playing? No, it's not playing.
It's also the same
Oh,
music
you're
from
not
before.
Which that's interesting because I stopped it.
Fields of Oblivion. I use this one a lot.
Do you?
It's a good one.
Oh, here.
I mean, I have when when I was DM.
Oh yeah.
It's a good
Actually, I use this for Hinterwood.
one. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now
I
that I
used
think
it for
about
the
it.
island.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, guys. It is a day's flight to Hwiltir, so if there are any conversations you want to have with each one another, now's the time to do it. And we are in a pseudo camp mode here. I will
This is
remind
kinda
you
more-
that the crew is also available to talk to, should you need it.
Okay. I'll look to who's gonna be in the party that's gonna be taking invitations. Like, who's physically gonna be on the ground?
Physically on the ground going into the castle is Bud, Kazdaye, Wolken, and I think that's it. I think that's it.
Was Zoom going?
Do we want Zoom?
We're not even getting a fake Uma.
No, he's staying behind. He even goes so far as to say, "Mates, I'm not bringing my daughter into that. I'm staying right here with my feet." Damn it!
my God.
He's here.
Oh,
The
talk about
timing.
timing.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
What does Umlau say, Brandon?
What,
Tell us right now.
No context.
what's going on? I was waiting for people to
Say
leave
it.
my house. I was like, oh my god, it's Monday. So sorry.
It's okay.
You're good.
We were just
I
talking
manifested
about
this.
why Umlau.
I summoned Umlau.
We were just talking about why Umlau would stay behind. and why he's not coming with you all.
Oh, you want Umlaut to explain why he's staying behind?
Yeah. Were you able to
Or
Or
to come with it.
hear it out?
Let him cook.
all right. What's the setting real quick as we're doing this? As I'm trying to like.
you guys are
all this
preparing
up?
to leave to go to Quiltier and assassinate the king.
Okay. Okay. Umlau acknowledges the fact that people seem to be very curious about why he isn't going to adventure out. He just kind of look. He's like, mate, you see, a lot has happened, mate, since, well, I've been with you guys, and, you know, I can't really piss off the lady anymore, mates. It's probably the last time I could probably disappear and be okay. Other than that, mate, if I sneak away, I can do whatever I want. But if she finds out, well... And who's gonna take care of the kid? The old guy told me if I tried to leave again, he'd kill me, yeah? He doesn't even need to see my future for that one, mates.
Kind of did say that recently.
Zoom is like, Fosardine is never wrong.
Yeah, see? Fosardine is ever wrong, mates. So, if I go, I'll probably die faster than if I fight a monster with you guys. No offense to my lady. Yeah, mate. So, you know, I'll let her travel with you guys, and I'll just stay alive. Again, maybe.
Sounds good. Also, to catch you up, Umlau was forcibly interrogated by Foz. His mind ripped open to be viewed at Foz's leisure, and in which Foz discovered that Umlau was captured by the erstwhile king, and knows that he is in fact an imposter of some nature. So that was the reason Umlau was in captivity to begin with, and why he's also somewhat reluctant to go back into that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone from the first part of this knows Umlaus has changed a lot from beginning of the game to now, and especially with everything that had gone on. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is loud. There we go. With everything that had gone on, he relatively has been like, you know what? I've been through a lot of shit, and it's kind of been very traumatic. I think now at this point, it's one of those, I think I'm just going to retire and kind of be a dad. But he doesn't really want to seem weak in front of you guys, even though he's already, had all his fucking outbursts and things like that. He's just like, yeah, mentally, he's like, I think I just want to hang back and be a dad, seeing as how you guys killed mine, and that was pretty much my only reason for being. So now his other reason for being is to be a dad, to be, a dad now.
Did we kill your dad?
You killed my dad twice.
We did?
At least once.
At least once.
Oh.
Yep, you killed Umlau's dad. That was that was like, I was like, God damn you, Josh.
Do nothing.
I don't do shit.
I'm not
Very good.
I didn't
So,
do it.
Umlau stays behind. Trixie will be here, who would presumably go with the stealth team if she wishes to go, or stay on the ship, your choice. But now is your big opportunity to have any sort of discussions or any last minute prep before you part ways, and take on Quiltier and the unknowns.
Who is on the stealth team with Trixie? Trixie will be on the stealth team. I'll be able to, I think I've arranged my schedule to be able to come back a little more often.
Okay, sounds good. Then the only people who aren't on the stealth team that'll be easier is Bud, Wulkin, and Kazdaye.
That makes sense. That makes
Zoom or Foz might join them, not entirely sure yet. So,
Well, I guess we gotta... I'd like to play Zoom, but I don't want to take up too much time.
well, up to you. Are you gonna play both characters?
Nah, I'll just play River.
Okay.
Zoom will say mine.
If you're sure.
Okay, so then stealth team, as far as I know, then is Scud, Sam, River, Wolf, Trixie, and myself. Currently.
Correct.
Tyler, did you say something about Liara Cross?
I said something about you getting polymorphed, but I think River might be better to
Okay.
do that
Okay.
because it doesn't last very long. I think.
Yeah,
and you
only
can just
less
get
an hour.
you could just turn into
Okay.
like a bug or something, and we could just end it by like squishing you, so you get reverted back to your regular form.
I can also just
Ah.
not concentrate anymore. That's the other way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
mean,
so
it was,
kind of
it was cast on
Self
someone
break.
else.
Yeah, self break concentration.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
But you're gonna find just
Oh, my hand!
Oh,
Just a heads up, rebuilt my PC because I had to change it because it was overheating. Fantastic now.
nice, dude.
What's up?
See it.
I'll take a picture for you guys in a moment.
Yes.
Sick.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
2 hours later, infiltration begins.
There was a lot of ration blasting that had to happen, I guess.
We had to show our skills with what we got.
It's important. All right.
A chance for River to show his quality.
Take your inspiration, get the hell out of here. Take the Lord of the Rings inspiration, get out of here. All right. The overall flight to Wheeltier is a quick one, an uncomfortable one, as the weather takes a turn for the worse, and quiet. As the gravity and weight settles in of what you're about to do, an attempt starts to settle in on you. This very well could be more dangerous than a Doommaker fight, depending on how things shake out. So, any last minute preparations? Is Dangle Pangle? I know you guys mentioned him earlier. Is there anything you want from him while you have the opportunity?
Potions?
He does sell
Yeah.
potions, yes.
He gives away. He's supposed to give us each a potion on every quest we do.
Does he have
Yes.
any invisibility
Amen.
potions?
He could.
Oh.
I would like
Depends
as
on what he
many
can make.
invisibility potions as he has.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Nice.
He's got 20 potions.
I mean, not nice.
He holds up 3 bottles of potions of invisibility, 3 doses. He says, "What's his voice like? What is his?"
Eccentric wizard type of voice.
Well, these will cost you a pretty penny. It takes all of my skills and abilities to make these.
I like it.
I have 30 silver.
He says, "No."
That's worth
You
everything.
drive a hard bargain, my friend.
Yes, it's always nice.
You take credit.
It's always nice to match wits.
How about 30 silver and 9 gold? Hmm.
Which those 2 numbers and denominations, and I'd still tell you no.
Ooh. Damn.
Damn. Meanwhile, Zoom is like, I have 6,000 gold.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's got a restaurant to rebuild.
River's
No
like,
shared stash.
I
here.
don't. River's like, I don't loot my bodies. I need to do that more.
Meanwhile, the goblins in this house are like, "Kill them all."
Dangle, weren't you supposed to give us potions on every quest? You haven't given us shit.
You requested invisibility potions, and I have them for the right price.
Even I haven't been paying attention, and I know you're supposed to give us goddamn potion. What's the fuck?
I said I would make them on request, but the rare stuff still costs me money to get by. So I'll let you guys go anywhere interesting. The fuck am I supposed to do in Dunhollow?
What are you talking about? You live on board the ship for free and you get fed for free. What do you need money for?
I was gonna say, what does going anywhere interesting have to do with doing your fucking job?
Sure, you're right. I'll just wait for the next frost giant to show up, and I'll make you the frost giant potion, why don't I? Oh, dangle pangle, why don't you just reach into your ass and give me everything I want? Fuck you.
Your
That wasn't the
ass has everything we want.
Write that down.
For the right my ass can have everything you need. I've got
Anybody have some lube?
pocket.
Yeah.
But the key to happen.
I got something in my pocket for you.
Wanting what you need. Wait, no.
Listen, it still costs me money to. If you bring me the supplies, I'll make you whatever you need.
How about
I can't
this?
help but notice
I have
you-
a +3 dagger I can
Ooh.
That's actually very good.
He's gonna get it one way or the other. No, just kidding.
Would you be interested in trading this +3 dagger for the 3 potions of invisibility?
Roll a persuasion check.
I guide myself! Which I forgot I can do.
We are at these levels now. We can touch ourselves.
14!
Yeah.
With a 14, he says, throw in your 30 silver and your 9 gold, and I'll give you 2. With the dagger.
Alright, sounds fair.
Alright. He gives you these, 2, they're like little slender, elegantly shaped bottles, that the liquid almost looks mercurial, like it slips around in the bottle, not really sticking to anything. It doesn't really leave any legs or any sort of trace on the bottle.
Alright, I will add 2.
And remove your on gold and your +3
I
dagger,
am now a penniless druid.
as it was intended,
Huh, that sounds familiar.
as
Anyway,
was foretold. Anything else?
reminds me enough.
We're level
Anybody
12,
else?
though, right? That's
Yes.
what we
Yes.
have. Okay, just making sure.
Yes, you are.
Question, Matt.
Answer, Daniel.
Do we get the one basic healing potion that Tyler was talking about, or no?
For free.
Yes.
Pingle.
So we all get one
We all get
regular
one.
potion of healing.
Regular potion of healing.
Regular
Okay.
ass potion.
Greater potion of healing. Got it.
Regular supreme.
You take that
What
greater
I
potion.
asked for.
You take that greater potion. I'll make sure you get a greater battle axe to the head. Okay.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Zoom will give, because he has the chef feat, he'll give the party going into the city his treats. So you get some temp HP on demand if you need it.
Now, who is this?
Whoever the party is going into the city to see the king.
He gives us Chef Boyardee
So the-
raviolis.
Yeah, he gives everyone a little can of Chef Boyardee.
The loads.
Sweet. Is that rations? Is that what I'm getting? Is that
No, it's
Temp HP.
Wait. What? Why isn't it Chef Zoomardy? I mean,
Mhm.
shouldn't you work on your branding?
You know what? You know what, Daniel? Fuck you. That's a good one.
No. This is Wolf talking.
fair. It's a fair idea.
That's a good one. I don't care who's talking. That's a good one.
I hadn't really thought about the business side of things.
Yeah, I mean,
I did have a restaurant back in Ryland, but it's a crater in the ground now.
oh,
Oh,
Oh, we still don't know who sabotaged that one, right?
Well, we sort of do.
It was blown up by a Doomwaker, so
yeah.
Big dragon.
Big Dragon will do things
Big
like that.
dragon.
Big dragon.
Yeah.
Things like that.
So the special food,
was it a double dragon?
my cook's treats.
What a reference.
Part of a short rest, you can cook special food, provided you have ingredients and cook's utensils on hand, which I assume I do out on the ship. You can prepare enough food for your number of creatures equal to 4 plus my proficiency bonus. At the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food spends 1 or more hit die. Oh, wait, no, this is a different one. With an hour of work, you finish a long
It's like
rest.
that's hero's feast. ain't it?
Yeah. You can cook a number of treats equal to your proficiency bonus. These special treats last 8 hours after being made. A creature can use a bonus action to eat one of these treats to gain temp HP equal to my proficiency bonus.
Can you add like some preservatives to the mix so they last longer than 8 hours? Just saying, you're a chef. Just putting it
Best
out
I
there.
can do is 8 hours.
Ain't no refrigeration out here.
No refrigeration out here.
I tell you what,
Preservatives mess with the quality.
Right.
Oh.
it sounds quick. This damn wheelchair heat never really mucks up the works.
Stop fucking with my recipes.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's Bud, Cass, Vulcan,
Vulcan.
and who else is going in?
It's like thick boys. All thick boys.
Yeah.
Zoom could, I guess, but not. No, right? Because Zoom has an invitation, but Zoom's a pilot right now.
Virtue
Right?
River.
Foz is pilot, but Zoom is also.
Zoom's just
available.
a crew member.
Seems
Yeah.
like, well, I can't let this food go to waste. Maybe I will just go anyway.
You guys also watch as like Trixie gets everything ready for Umlaut to take care of their daughter, and it is a massive list of just shit. And he has no idea what he's really getting into.
Just shit.
He's gonna be a great dad. Here, this massive baby bag.
Yeah, it's like a massive baby bag. Takes it from Fosardine. It's just like, your responsibility now, your child.
All right,
All right,
you guys depart Dun Hollow, leaving Umlau and child behind. Cloud comes with you, and you guys set off for Quiltier.
Can't wait till we get old, and then I get to play that child. Just throwing it out there.
And what a character that'll be. Oz touches down, I'd say about 1.5 miles outside of the outside of the city, down behind a tree line, hoping to cover your entry. And given it is pouring rain out here and the general visibility is poor, you have a safe assumption that you might enter, or at least your landing was undetected. Now, I know there were multiple modes of entry. I know Sylvia has the inroads that could get you past the city walls. Or do you attempt to go through the main gate?
Well, the 3 boys can get to the main gate.
Yeah. Invitation boys. Go. And then I'll take through the inroads, or do we have to go through the main gate to get into the inroads? Like, what's the pathway for doing
fly
so?
into the city? Is there not like a airship thing in the city?
There could be. Now, what is happening?
It's my
The stream
celebration.
is
I'm
free.
sorry.
Oh, got it. I had to look at that and then look at you because I'm like, he's wearing different clothes. What the fuck?
Surprise.
What's happening? There are ways over the walls. There are means by which you could get into the city, preferably via the cover of night. You could also fly directly into the city if you want, but you don't know what sort of reception you're planning on receiving.
Are there like
Oh.
skydocks in the city?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you guys would rather land at a Skydock, you're more than welcome to.
Another question would be, since Sky Peak was being deserted, and they're the only ones that had like the shuttles that were airships, wouldn't some of them be going to Wheeltier anyway?
Go ahead and roll a perception check as you guys pass the city, or get a aerial glance. Well, we'll rewind a little.
I don't say shit.
I'll give you my inspiration.
Okay.
All my dice are invisible.
Okay.
Refreshing.
See some things.
You do. You see the.
Are
You
we?
see a couple sizable, slow freighter ships, which could either be carrying cargo from Sky Peak. It does look familiar to one of the ships you had seen, but it's pulling in, and it could be holding people, refugees, supplies. You're unsure, but it's not a busy day at the Skyport.
Being on the stealth team, can I take a perception or investigation, kind of looking over, trying to see if there's any?
Depends. Are you looking for something in particular?
I guess what I'd be looking for is not necessarily entry points, but exit points. Just ways to, if we got a funnel in, we should have multiple ways to funnel out.
Good roll a
group
perception
and
check
meet-
then.
Yeah. Holy shit. I'll take it.
All right.
27.
What a stealthy person rolling them secretly.
With a 27, you you would
Still- is
you
my
would
stuff
clock
still on the-
various
Sorry.
you would clock various things. Being of course, there's a way to stealth or attempt to disguise yourself through one of the city's many gates, main 4 gates of exit. You could also there's a river that runs through the city that has a sort of like channel and dock work that frequents its waters. You could attempt an escape that way, and of course just getting onto the walls and scaling down of course is also an option. You being familiar with this area would know like a little bit of roof work and a bit of acrobatics could take you to the top of the walls, but then after that it's kind of a little dicey getting past the guards and over the wall. This city is defensible, and while there are many modes of exit, it is also supposed to be, able to be locked down. And while you're looking for these exit points, you can see that there is some sort of preparation going on for the approaching cultist army that is making its way here. So guard presence is at an all-time high, it seems like. As you guys are passing by, you see big groups marshaling, people working on the walls, structurally, and like building trebuchet and various other siege defenses in an attempt to just shore up in preparation. So,
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that because we're having to infiltrate, that we should be able to also get out if needed in multiple ways. So, all right, go ahead.
Is there anything in the forest, like, because I was kind of like a forest ranger before, around Wiltier, before joining up with the Outfallen, so I'd like to kind of, in the opposite direction, keep an eye out on the forest and see if there's like anything amiss, like, oh hey, there aren't birds here, things like that, where things would seem amiss, or like if there were signs of any
go ahead.
patrols, that sort of thing.
you can roll a perception check, but that sort of thing might be easier on the ground versus in the sky. But feel free.
That was a journey.
Yeah, you can't really. You're unable to pick out patterns from here, from this height, per se. There seems to be a reduced number of people trying to come in and out of the city, probably just to avoid the weather. You get your regular traveling caravans and various things, but there is a line building at the main gates as people are screened for entry and exit. If you recall, Wiltier was supposed to be closed off, so you do see people being turned away. A great number of people being turned away, and very few are being let in without cause. So, without their own reason. So, think about real quick if you guys are gonna do Skyport or a different mode of entry. I have to take my dog out real quick, but I'll be right back.
Dogport.
So I think we abandon the current mission and just go hunt squid.
Squids
Screw all
everywhere.
this, yeah.
Squids are in.
Yeah. Yeah, just
what
go,
is
just
the
so,
objective?
yeah, just go straight to the coast, and that's our life now.
Actually, I've
That's
heard
my life.
squid,
Call back to the first
squid are in
episode.
season right now.
Yeah.
Are they? Okay. Well, I'm all new to this, so following along. Let's see. I'm not familiar with the city as a player. So like, who else has been here before?
I'll have, I think. Well, that's not. Yeah.
Okay, everybody has. Okay.
Probably River.
So Ed, are you
Wolf.
just asking about the city in general? Like,
Brandon, you're
Yeah.
About it? So
Yeah,
it's like
just
the
to go-
capital of
Brandon,
Like-
if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
yeah,
I was.
the country. Yeah,
Alright.
Brandon,
Okay.
go ahead. You're a DM. You know more than me.
Are we talking about Wiltier right now?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
tear.
Wolfir in
Yeah.
general.
Wiltier in general. Well, I guess I'll go for as of late because Wiltier is where the king sits. Essentially, it's the biggest kingdom. It is the probably the most functional kingdom, right, Josh? Out of
It is.
things going on. Besides where I kind of made like Ovella a functioning kingdom as well. Wiltier would be your like centralized kingdom for everything. As far as like things go inside of here, the king, as far as most of our adventures have gone, has been relatively quiet. Depending on where your character kind of flows in, like I'm not sure her backstory as far as like when I jumped in, like our characters know each other, which is
Yeah.
fantastic because I'll explore that as much as possible. But like as far as like where you're actually from and how you made it to the city, I would kind of go with I don't know, like the kingdom is, I guess it's different for everyone because we've all been here, we've all lived here, but we've all experienced the kingdom in such a different way. Like when I was Umlau, he spent a lot of the time in the underground. So he spent a lot of time doing like just a lot of roguish things and like exploring the city and just kind of like spying on his friends. It was Josh, I mean, he spent a lot of time at the church and dealing with Umlau spying on him the entire time. Yeah, so it just kind of depends. Yeah, it just kind of really depends. So like I would honestly put it to how you would essentially want to experience the kingdom in your own way. It's big enough and there's an expanse enough for all of us to have, you know, our own ideas. And so I think personally, I wouldn't want to dwindle what you might think of your experiences for your character in the kingdom with our experiences that we've had. You know what I mean? Because there's so many different things to explore the city that we could damn near easily write anything in.
Cool. Yeah, no, and I would probably attach myself a lot to like what I would have done within the Rogues Guild, at least as of recent history. So there would be that connection there. But I guess on a more like it's logistical, given what we've been given for our approach. Like, would the skyport be somewhere where we could infiltrate in through, or is it too wide open? Or are there paths like maybe underground that Umlau / Trixie might know that we'd be able to like, I don't know if it's like a sewer passage or if there's like an open door or open passage that we would know about that would lead us in. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Like there's probably a good several that would lead us in, and that's what Trixie was looking for as we're coming in. She's looking for those ports that would actually, they would lead us in, but more so if we had to like hide or do anything to get out. Like that's what we're looking for. So it's kind of rescanning the city and how we're coming in. So it depends really on if we want to come through Skyport. It's probably a couple ways we could probably do it.
Yeah. Because having the ship at Skyport would kind of give us a place to go to once we've both separately.
It would be that evacuation point.
Yeah. So, but if there was a way, like, I don't know, we can come in and then like it could be mostly an empty boat, but like sneak in while people are approaching. I don't know.
I was kind of thinking stealthy. We could drop the stealthy boys off outside the city.
Yeah.
And then stealthy folk.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate you considering gender.
Yeah, right.
Well, also, now that I think about it, including my own character in that as well, because robot.
Yeah.
So androgynous.
Yep. But yeah, stealthy folk outside the city, and then the invitation people can go wave their papers in the face of the customs people because they love that.
At the Skyport,
they love stamping those passports, you know.
Yeah, so we should probably be the stealth group should probably be dropped off before that. I
mean, we're gonna end up in a sewer anyway, so might as well
exactly. I think it would be the worst part of it would be trying to stealth off the boat or trying to hide on the boat while they're sitting there trying to. 'Cause
Yeah,
most
these
likely
woods
we're gonna
are
get
kind of like
inspected.
my one of my home areas though. So
Yeah,
should
and
be
we're gonna
good.
get
Okay.
we're gonna get inspected, and I mean we should have some high. I mean I think I have pretty high stealth. It should.
Yeah, I'm pretty high stealth as well, but I know not everybody that is on the stealth team is very stealthy, so it'd probably be good if we were not on that active investigation if we were to go to Skyport, or really even in the front door. But
I mean, do we
Yeah.
have on stealth? Does stealth team have any spells that we can?
Wolf has path
I
out
have-
chase.
Pass without
Wolf has
trace.
pass out trace. Then we'll just
We
do that.
fine.
'Cause I got a plus 11, so that'll give me a plus 21 to stealth.
The
So that'll
only
give me a plus
people that we're
21.
worried about are Scud and River, but I think we're fine. So as long as we're dropped off outside of the castle, outside of Wiltier, and we can sneak our way in, and everyone else goes into the Skyport, I think that's probably the best option.
Yeah.
But you just got to keep in mind that we want the stealthy team to get there before the
yeah,
other team.
Right. So we gotta
So
pretty
we
much
gotta hoof it.
all ass.
Yeah.
okay.
Which means
So we're
that
not going
all-
carefully. We're going fast. We're going quickly.
Yeah.
But we're doing both. Yeah, carefully and quickly. We just have to.
Slow
we
is
just
smooth,
really gotta
smooth is
manage.
fast.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, whoever's the stealthiest, whoever's basically, if you're stealthy without pass without trace,
I think.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So
if
it'll probably be
need
me
pass
and you.
without trace, yeah. So if you need pass without trace, so you and I could probably go because we, being part of the Rogues Guild, we'd be okay getting through. We'd be okay with losing anyone and being able to go back. Like,
Yeah.
probably ask see if it's advantage because we were part of the guild before it collapsed.
hmm We did get a bit of knowledge before you hopped in, Brandon, that there are definitely like a lot of traps that are going to be this route.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that and those traps are rotated a bunch, so it's not the same traps as before.
Which is
so-
smart to do.
Yeah.
I'm
So
looking.
so that's something that we'll have to take care of. It sounds like you might be better at investigating than I am, but we are. I think we're pretty neck and neck as far as our stealth is concerned.
Yeah, I think
I'm good for the
best-
wilderness portion, less so the traps.
my
and all that,
investigation
but-
is only a +2. My intelligence is a
Oh, never mind.
It's a +0.
Okay, well I guess it's me
But
then.
My
Plus 5
survival
for
is a
me.
+6, so I
Yeah,
can
'cause my-
guide you to the walls.
Yeah, my perception is high, and I can roll for your dad, which is a +11. But yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
He
So
didn't
then,
He didn't catch that one. I'll just roll for it.
what's your dad?
Is that
Yeah,
16?
what is he? Let's unpack that.
Let's unpack that. No, I think on Umlau's character sheet, it's your mom. If I'm correct,
Oh wait, no, yeah. No.
Umlau's character sheet,
Probably
you
is.
roll for your mom. I'm gonna look right now.
Umlaut's sword, Mawilly.
Yeah, Umlau's sword is Mawilly.
Okay, so it's a weapon.
Yes, Umlau. There it
It's a weapon.
is. Umlau.
Oh my
crit-
god! Your mom.
Crit
That
away,
sounds
Mom.
about right.
Yeah, you can add those. You can add some stats, and it's pretty funny. Grateful that's carried over. Yeah, Mawilly is Umlau's sword. It's also named off a sword that I use for one of my other characters, named Madik. M-A-D-I-K. It's a mystical sword. Don't make
Oh,
me
sounds mystical indeed. Yep. I'm just loving the theme here.
Yeah. It's got two daggers. They're just left and right. They are his testicles.
Oh, nice. Well, I've got I'm not very strong of a character, but definitely has a little bit of bite every time I were decided to maybe strike you unarmed. So I did customize
Bitch slap. There you
my
go.
bitch slap being
Yo.
a solid. So it's flavor-wise, it is a backhand every time.
To use a weapon to make away with that, you can use an unarmed strike, a punch, kick, headbutt, so forth.
Bitch slap your mom.
All right, what do we decide?
We are landing outside of the city with the stealthy boys,
Okay.
and then the rest of the squad, the invited boys, are going to be landing on the port.
Roger that. Okay. So then you drop off your stealthy boys. Sorry, one sec. From here, Wolf, you get a better vantage from the surrounding area. It all seems peaceful and unchanged. You see no signs of anything odd or different. But as the rain falls in heavy sheets, you can't help but feel just a little unsettled, like something just feels off, but there's nothing visually wrong.
Okay. Stay on your guard. I'm not seeing anything, but I don't quite like it. Something feels off.
I hear ya.
Got it.
Let's stay swift but careful. Shall we?
I need a group stealth check from all involved.
Is this with pass out of trace?
Pass without that trace.
It can be.
That dong, da dong, dong, dong.
It's plus 10 to the roll, right?
Yeah. If I'm doing that, we're like sneaking in.
Yeah, we're starting the
got
stealth checks from here.
Then
I got 29.
on that.
Whoop.
Nice.
Stealth.
Let me see.
Does that mean Sylvia
am-
gets a 43?
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
That's a 28 for me.
26.
Very good.
Dang. I think that's the highest stealth check I've ever seen.
Scott has to roll too.
Scud does have to roll. Do not forget if you're wearing heavy armor that you have disadvantage on this roll.
Oh,
Like add your plus 10 because of pass without a trace.
Oh, darn.
not good.
Oh my god.
Right, bro.
Oh my god.
A natural one.
11.
Oh,
No, that was a 2 minus.
A natural 2.
the dice giveth and taketh.
Well, I
Good.
am transformed. I don't know.
I'll give you my inspiration.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Which makes it a 14, right?
Wait, what?
Well, you have to roll it.
You would roll again.
Okay, with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
God damn it.
You just gotta roll better than a 1, bud.
It's better.
It's the same roll.
Oh,
That is 6 and a 9.
It is technically better.
It is.
That's a 15.
15's not bad.
That's without word.
15.
Oh,
Oh,
plus 10.
better.
Okay, yeah.
It's not.
Sylvia
One.
leads you to the rivers that move through the city and act as a natural channel and trading post for this place. You start upriver, like you guys are about a mile out, and start upriver going, and there's a particular barge that's sitting there with a single person fishing, completely soaked, just sitting there waiting, it seems. But as he sees you, Sylvia, you just give a little nod. He nods back, douses his pipe, reels in his and packs up his fishing gear, and sets off with you all in tow. Gold changes hands, and the guards look the other way as you guys enter the city, unimpeded, and nary a whisper on who you might be or otherwise.
I do have my short sword of warning on me, so anyone within 30 feet can't be surprised.
All right.
Good to
Let me
know.
just double check something real quick on that, because I was always confused about a thing. Can you just post it into the chat for me real quick?
Yes, sir.
Overall, successful
sorry,
entry into the
no.
city.
To do that, apologize.
The that's still the same thing. Still works. Warns you of danger while the weapon is on your person. You have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your commander can be surprised, except when incapacitated. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yep. I made sure to read it too before I said it.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. I just want to double check for my narrative as well. So the the general air of your entry is tense. There's a sketchy moment where the guards kind of look at Scud twice, and a little more gold is required than what you've experienced, Sylvia, to get the guard to look the other way. Nothing in particular that seems to set him off, but he does look a little like he looks twice, like he's battling against his better judgment about letting you through until the gold truly changes hands and he lets you on your way. The further you guys go into the city, that unease creeps in again, and seems to chill you to the bone despite the rain. It's giving you pause of... Now that I'm looking at this party composition, it's an unsettling feeling to all of you. But it puts you all on edge, and just doesn't seem to let up.
Okay.
Could I make a sense for the air, like to gather if that sense is magical or if it's natural? Basically, trying to like sense if like the air is magical, basically. So Arcana, in that way, to see that if that's the reason we're feeling uncomfortable.
I'll allow it.
Could I assist by paying attention to any sort of like wildlife and how they're reacting?
Given that doesn't quite sound like an Arcana check. That sounds more like a nature. So
Well, I
would
was
have you roll
gearing for
separately.
survival.
No, this is more nature.
Nature, you say?
Can I roll a survival? Can I see? Because there's just something. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but because we are in the forest, right?
No, you guys are now in the city.
I would
now
like to
we're in
roll a
the
religion
city.
check,
Mm.
if I can.
With how tense
You
it is
may.
down here, there's just something about it. I don't. I'm looking to see like
Ooh.
besides the guards or anybody. Has anybody else really like been here looking for tracks or something laid out or missing?
Been here. Well, you guys are on a barge and in a city, so you're gonna have to be more specific. Lots of people seem to traverse through here. The general gloom and misty air doesn't really seem to, this is just a cold and rainy day in Whiltier, but something else is just, bogging you down.
Is there any traps around here?
You can roll perception to see. As far as an Arcana goes, Sylvia, you're not picking up anything that's like inherently magical
Okay.
about this feeling.
Dirty.
Someone
20
call it.
a 30.
Some would call it intuition. Others might call it like just your gut feeling. It seems a little more in that vein than like someone you just stepped into an arcane field or something to that effect.
Got it. Okay.
Trixie, with a perception, there are no obvious traps, but with a 30, you can, there are guard towers posted up. You see a crossbow sticking out of one of the arrow holes, arrow windows, and you're obviously being watched. But the group stealth check allows you guys to slide unnoticed just into the crowd and blend your way through. Samaville, why the religion?
Because going into Whiltier, based on what we know has been happening to the king, we know that there's the fake paladin people who are taking over Nathlon are having to do with this. So I want to see if that has to do, or that feeling has to do with what we're feeling now. That's religious, I think.
You turn inward for that introspection, but knowing that there is a fake cult of Lathander taking power in places, you can't. There's nothing to say that you can directly point to it being a similar feeling. This isn't quite something you felt in Nathlond, I'll say. But with a 23, this place has the touch of divinity. for good or for ill.
Okay. Worth a try.
All right. Are you guys going to make your way directly to the castle?
I think stealth group was. That's where stealth group was going. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
ideally
Definitely.
arriving before the not stealth group, the sky deck group.
Very well.
Yeah.
The rest of you aboard the Sky Dancer. George and James.
Yarn.
Zoom and Faz. He fares. It's a lonely flight to the middle of the city, with most of your troop gone. That feeling I described now sits on you as well. But unfortunately for the stealth team, none of them were a part of the original group. So when you feel this chill and this kind of heaviness envelop you, it's a familiar, like, drowning feeling. One that you've felt upon the oceans, and one that had a grip on Vryland for a time. It puts you in mind of dark caverns, still waters. It brings forth your terrors and your negative thoughts. You've experienced this before, and while you don't know exactly what might be happening, it does usually precurse. This feeling usually precurses disaster in some means. Yeah, that's all I'll say on that for now. But if there's no questions, you dock in the skyport, and you're absolutely right. You just dick to dick, just get in there, champ.
Okay.
Dancing dick to dick.
For the greater good.
Good. Stop saying that. There is indeed another skyship bearing a haggard and singed group of trainee wizards. They seem to be beleaguered and very much haggard from a harrowing experience from their escape from Sky Peak. They carry great discs of just like crates and various other things, as though they were attempting to save an inventory of some kind from Sky Peak in their escape. But they have the downtrodden look of someone who just had their home taken from them. So, but as you guys disembark, the group of three, Bud, Vulcan, and Kaz, you are met there by official-looking guards, a group of about 8 or so royal guard, wielding halberds and shields, and they present the air of noble knights come to meet you. Bud, with your passive senses, despite their knightly air, they have the affect of seasoned veterans, hardened warriors. There are steel glinty eyes underneath their bassinet helmets, and there's just this general tenseness to them, as though they might be expecting some kind of trouble from you. And as the guard captain approaches, he says, "Well met, travelers. I have orders that bid me take you to the king directly."
As do we.
I'm ready. Take us away.
You see some shoulders visibly relax and visibly slump. They relax somewhat, but they're still on guard. He says, Very good. And should any of your other companions disembark from the ship, they shall also be brought to the king. But for now, they stay on their ship. Am I understood?
Of course.
Then you will follow me. He taps his halberd twice on the ground, and the retinue of soldiers gather up around you in a formation and begin leading you toward the castle. Is there anything you guys would like to do and say along this journey, or shall it be a quiet one? Do you think?
Kind of like side eye each other.
Zoom will
Like an elevator ride.
will like lean down to like Kaz and be like, "Did we show them the invitation?"
I don't think it's gonna matter.
How did you know we were coming?
The Sky Dancer is well known to us. We have been under orders to watch for your ship and arrival, and just in case.
We saw you land outside the city. That's weird.
We saw you drop off those assholes outside the city. We were waiting for you to come in.
You're not slick.
You think we haven't seen that move before, motherfucker?
Fishing
Everyone thinks, oh, we landed outside the city. No one saw us. I'll bet they're paying someone down at the docks now. Nobody says that your deeds are known, and so is the Sky Dancer is then therefore known to us as well.
Well, all right then. We get the. I think of the A-list treatment.
The guard captain doesn't. He stares at you for a moment, but does not acquiesce further comment to that.
How many of them are there?
8 in total.
8 in total. Sizable troop.
Yeah. So they march in 2 columns, one on either side of you. The captain heads the column on the left. But as they march you through the city, their armor clacking and rattling, your boots splash onto wet cobbled streets. The city is still the biggest and most populous place in Odasses, and the rain does not stop that yet, or has not changed that fact. People still dart from building to building, doing their business, general shopping. Awnings have been set up, and the markets still bustle with people. It does it has that energy of a big city, but especially you start to pick up on it. Everyone's got this like tenseness to them, like they're trying to get their business done and get the fuck home. People are just like. And you can catch stray mutterings here and there of just people conversing, and the main topic on their minds is the army that's approaching the city. People are scared, is the impression you get.
Okay.
As noted with Trixie's perception, the guard presence seems significantly increased since the last time. I know you, Bud, at least used to grow up here, but you've all been to Hwiltir at one point or another, and the marching guard, the standing guard force seems increased and far more organized. Something. I mean, obviously, with the idea of impending war, has activated either reserves or brought people to the front, but. Training seems to have stepped up, and these people look like they're ready for business. Whatever that may be, but there's an urgency to them that I guess you would expect with the coming war.
Interesting. Okay.
And that being said, I would need a perception check from whoever wants to be a part of it. particularly
Sure.
call out anything that you are interested in or things that you want more details about. Zoom, with an 18, we'll start with you. You don't know much about cities and warfare and all what you would expect. Do you know what the cults can do? And despite the increased presence, there doesn't seem to be enough people here. Like, if you just counted guards and like number of people, it's a big show of like guard presence, but it's not a lot of like quantity of guards, right? If that makes sense. They're putting on a big show of being around. And yet the people are scared. Why do those two things not click in your head? With an 11 and 12, not much outside what I've already told you, but business continues on. Huiltir is a diverse place with diverse peoples, and you sort of get lost in the crowds of when everyone's special, nobody is. a wet Leonin out in the middle of the city streets is not so odd these days, and even you, Wolken, don't stand out as a big metal man amidst all the armor and guardship. You've noticed a few warforged as you pass. This place still collects the widest variety of people in the land. So eventually, unless you guys have anything else you wanted to interject with, you make it to the front castle, the castle gates, where a sizable group of protesters are standing outside of the castle in soaking wet in this rain, arguing with the guards.
Free the nipple.
Free the nip, dude. It's long since time. And that general air of unease that you noticed in the people seems to be boiling over in some sort of head and coming to a head here. They seem unsatisfied with the way that the king has been handling things in this area, and don't seem to fear any sort of reprisal. But this mob is quite large, and while things have not gotten violent yet, the guard posted here seem to be not quite at their wits' end, but they are like struggling to keep the masses at bay, or at least calm enough so that they don't start attacking and trying to flip the guards. You hear shouts of varying things of like, we're not safe here. The cults will kill us all. Where is the king? Is shouted multiple times.
Which group is this right now?
This is the on foot group. This is not the stealth group, though. Okay. I guess for you guys, we'll be taking a path into the sewers. You may not see or hear any of this as well, so you guys are going to be taking a road less traveled.
Okay,
for sure.
Your guard contingent carves a path through the mob, forcing people out. Like, you're the celebrities of... You really are getting the A-list treatment now, because they are fighting their way through the crowd, holding everyone at bay, so that you guys gain entry. The 7 remaining soldiers take up posts in front of the gates and reinforce that group there. And the captain holds his hand to the front main entrance of the castle and says, "This way, if you please."
And what's your name, friend?
Captain Griswold. At your service.
What do you think about all those people outside there?
It is hardly my place to question our king, or question his motives. Now, this way.
Inside.
Go ahead.
Same, actually.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
Well, seems normal to me.
Almost. With a 15, there's a. I mean, to both of you, there is obvious duty holding his tongue. To you, Vulcan, there's a slight edge of anger to it as well. But in
Can I
which
tell Dave
direction
that's
that
it? Oh yeah, I was
Sorry,
just asking.
go ahead. Oh yeah,
about
like,
Dave
but
distraction.
where that anger might be placed or who it might be directed at, you're not entirely sure.
Got it. Also, do we get the impression that this is a path to the king?
How do you mean?
However, I don't know if he's like pointing at a door or a pathway.
He's guiding you straight into the castle.
Okay, not necessarily the king yet.
Not necessarily the king yet. Alrighty. He leads you into you walk through a gated wall and down into there's it's like this. You get that outside, militia camp. There are soldiers stationed here, barracks out in this area. You get the working part of the castle first before you gain entry into the keep, where Captain Griswold points to a well-dressed man in dark, unassuming but nicely tailored clothes. He says, "The King's Major Domo will take you now." To all of you, good day. And he stomps his way out of the castle again, dropping you off in the service of this man, who is, for all intents and purposes, a butler. His posture is high, chin raised. He has a well manicured beard, and his hair is trimmed immaculately. He's the glowing image of professionalism, and he gives you all a deep, sweeping bow as you enter. He says, "Honored guests, the king wishes to dine with you." Quite the honor.
Well, I'd be interested to see you. First, I'd like to examine the kitchens, if you don't mind. Basically, Zoom's gonna try and buy for time, I guess, for the stealth team to do its thing.
Well, while that may be arranged later, I must insist that the food is already laid out for you. Come, this way.
Better eat slowly.
Morgan's just stony faced.
Our friend doesn't
Your
eat.
face is made of metal. Our friends, what?
I just say, I kind of look towards Vulcan. I just go, "Oh, what about our, I just kind of stoop over and just say, I've had to deal with this too. It's a little bit rude to offer food to people who can't eat."
You're talking to the manservant?
Yeah.
Just being sympathetic to Vulcan. I'm so sorry.
Wait, who's sorry, Vulcan? Or are you just please don't do this? Please don't draw attention to me.
You're embarrassing me.
I wasn't embarrassed before, but I'm embarrassed now.
Is there something within the food? I mean, if I could just see the kitchen, I know a little bit of things. I've worked on some different oil pop dishes I've made for him.
I must insist, there will be something for everyone here.
Does he look like he can fight?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, is it from an assessment? Does the major domo? Does he seem like he can fight, or is he purely a servant?
Are you asking as a?
As a warrior assessing threat level of the butler.
Sure.
Is he the butler, or is he the...
Is he the fixer? Or is he...
Butler.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Insight.
He's Boomy from The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Ooh. Natural 19.
This man is. He exhibits all the signs of a normal person.
He's normal.
Definitely.
He's too normal. He's there's something to him that carries in a way. How do I describe this? There's in a way that only you've seen people with like a force of presence do. Kastaye, Scud, they just hold a presence that exudes power. For him, though, it's like very tightly bottled up. You can tell like he's a force unto himself, but you're not sure what that means. But all your instincts are telling you that this man is dangerous. In some way, you're not exactly sure why or how, but he is not. You would think twice before crossing this man.
Vulcan sweats. Got it.
How?
Any rest?
No rest.
That's an interesting question as well. Any rust? You feel something not like sweat, but something trickle out of the corner of your metal mouth. I don't know if you can taste it. Gotta be honest.
It's pink.
Did you take a
Your
sip?
mouth?
Yeah, there's a little bit of something leaking out of the corner of your mouth.
Okay.
I really don't know if you can taste. You're gonna have to tell me.
I don't know. I wasn't even sure if I would notice until someone told me.
Fair enough. I mean, you can feel.
True.
The magic of your being allows you to feel.
I just say, if anything, it's like, there's nothing to eat. Just have the little treat I gave you.
What was the? I don't know if we have a description of the treat or not.
I've made it before. It's like a little like Turkish delight type little thing.
Got it.
But for you, it's like I specifically make one that you can consume.
James is the
Keep it in my
admin.
pocket.
Yeah.
I will betray you all for a box of motor oil.
Glug.
So how many people are at this table or in this area? If we're all
You're not
sitting
quite
down
there yet, actually. You're walking through the plush halls of this place, and we will get to you in a moment. Because we'll switch back to the stealth team. Let me close my window real quick. I'm just gonna wake the neighbors with my bullshit.
No. Get their opinion. Tell them to watch on Twitch.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Twitch.tv/Rossfisk.
Yes.
What's the name of that Major Dermo? That's what I got.
Major Domo.
Major Domo is like a title.
Oh, that's a title?
That's
Okay.
Yeah, that's like Master of the House. It's like a.
Oh.
Anyway.
Theater.
It was the first word I thought. You're talking about Major Domo, right?
Yeah.
It was the first word I
Major
thought
Domo.
of, but I had to go and re-look it up just to make sure. So these are synonyms for butler, if you would.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Oh, there
see
you
it at
go.
the bottom.
Major Domo.
Major Domo is a specific rank among butlery.
Exactly.
I played a butler character at one point.
It's very much like second in command in some
Yeah.
ways. Like the title holds power.
Yeah.
Okay.
Power and control.
Gotcha.
So he's more than a mere butler.
And this is
But
my
that-
groom.
What's that? A groom.
Yeah, and this is my groom.
Yeah, he's
That's
like
just-
he's like the
That's not
best
his name, though.
concierge.
Silence, houseboy.
Exactly. what I was saying.
The concierge.
Footman.
Yeah, you're
Gotcha.
a footman, aren't you?
You're one of them there footmen.
Oh,
Damn it.
God.
This is why the country's going to shit. Guilty. The Fatusi.
Oh no.
I've seen some shit on the internet.
Boy, I'll tell you what. I watched a man shit from a ladder, goddammit, today.
So did I.
What?
Yeah. There's a guy sitting on top of a ladder shitting in the toilet.
He made it.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
nice.
did.
That's
That's,
actually
that's a skill shot right there.
Bro, it was foul. Not okay. All right, stealth team, save me from myself.
Yes, we are stealthing.
Was it like into a
Um,
5-gallon bucket? Sorry. Hey,
Toilet.
No, it was into a toilet.
oh.
Play the video. Just kidding.
No,
Please,
I don't want
please
to.
don't.
I don't have to go surfing for that again.
Humanity.
Anyway,
Stealthing.
so
Anyway.
we're,
So
we're
anyway,
going
that
into the
null.
sewers.
So you follow the position on the map that Shade Volstek marked for you. Sylvia and one other person familiar with Quiltier, whether that be, I would say probably either Wolf or Trixie. I'm probably leaning more Wolf because he used to be out in the forests around this area, so you're probably a little more familiar with the city for a time. So, Wolf, Sylvia, would you mind rolling a survival check?
Yes,
Baby.
I don't mind at all.
I will guide one of you.
Look good.
Flash of light in the sewers.
Oh,
Well, to be
Here's the
fair, he is
flashlight.
just a flash of light all the time. So.
Can you cast spells while wild shape? I guess you haven't used it yet, huh?
No, not
No,
yet.
we haven't had to. Yeah,
Oddly
oddly enough.
enough, you guys find the entrance with no issue. It's an unassuming place, and as you drop into the sewer proper, you realize that the rain and the storm is leaking into every part of this sewer, and the flow of detritus and sewage is now flooded up to your knees as you plop into this flooded sewer. It's going to be slow going in here. The water rushes around you, and for those of the more civilized inclination, you try your best not to think about what you're wading through here.
Poopy.
It's poop.
It's poopy. Nothing but needles and poop.
what foul desecration must we endure?
And
In
it
times
is
like these, I really appreciate the fact that I can't smell.
your squad.
Anyone have precipitation?
I have thaumaturgy. I'll yell at it.
I'll yell at it. It is loud in here too. The rush of water is like bouncing off and echoing off of these stone tunnels, and it is a cacophony.
What?
A cough.
Someone take that.
Did he do some?
Oh no!
Oh no.
We lost
He's back.
your
He's back. He's
cacophony.
back. He's back.
We lost your cacophony.
What?
Am I back? I didn't
You're
realize
back,
that you
you're
lost me.
Hello?
We
Okay.
lost
Yeah.
you at talk.
Yeah, you said cock.
Cacophony.
Just cock.
You know, I can still hear you guys, right?
But it's
Lost
true.
me.
That's where we lost you.
Cock. This wants to say cock.
Better up and in, I always say.
I totally lost the thread. What was I saying?
Cacophony.
Yeah, you were mentioning cacophonous noises
Yeah, it's
within
really
the
loud
muck
in
and
here.
detritus.
It's
Yeah.
really fucking loud in here. The way the poop slaps off the walls is so loud.
You have such
Tyler,
a way with
Yes.
I'll never be done.
Not
This is
like
my
a
this is my
hungry
cross to bear.
He's actually sitting on the toilet right now.
So heavy, Sam.
carry this burden.
Share the load. as you look around and take an initial grip of this place, everyone has dark vision, right? So you get the grayscale of shit under here, the full spectrum, but
300 feet of it.
300 feet of it, except for where you're standing, and River is just exuding light in all directions. The tunnel is suddenly illuminated. How far out?
My illumination is, I think, like 10 feet or something like that.
Okay, so within a short radius of you guys, everyone here is illuminated, and you all see the horror on each other's faces as you drop in here, and you're just like, God damn it. In the immediate vicinity, nothing seems to stand out as a very obvious entrance to anything. Like this seemed like, to the best of your knowledge, this is the place that the Shade marked on your map, and just looks like a regular old stretch of sewer.
Okay. So about this area, am I able to just like kind of feel around to see if there's any sort of like pressure points or maybe openings that I might be able to find?
Roll an investigation check.
I will guide you!
Who?
I will assist you with my perception.
Natural 20.
I will
I'll take
try
that.
to assist you and not.
I'll put the guy at 28.
28. You all spread out, searching the walls, nooks and crannies. The water, like I said, making it difficult to move in this area. Largely, you're coming up with smooth walls, worn down over years of time of water passing through this place and just smoothing everything out. There's almost nothing to find here until, Sylvia, you notice just a single. It's like a single little icon that is concealed beneath the water. You wouldn't be able to visually see it unless you didn't feel around below the water line and notice that the water is passing over this one little object. And from the looks of it, it's just the head of a dragon. Just a tiny little icon, reptilian in nature, but a dragon. As you kind of like run your fingers over its relief, it seems to be the impression or a relief of a dragon.
Okay. So upon noticing that, I'll bring a finger to my ear and whisper to Trixie first, and then everybody else, just as a slight shh. I found something. And from my hands, I'll kind of produce a little globule of light, and just let it kind of sit into the water and illuminate where the light or where the dragon's head is for everybody else to see. So I'll cast dancing lights to just open up that area.
All right. And as you all gather around, you do see this illuminated surface, and you do see this. It's like the side profile of a full-bodied dragon, slumbering, like it's curled up in a sleeping position.
Okay. I'll ask the potentially the more familiar peoples. Is this decorum common for the area? Perhaps something we should look at for perhaps pressure or retrieval? What say you?
I don't know shit.
So we're pulling out it is.
Wait. Just a sec. I can do this from a distance if you want.
Oh, that'd be
We're
smart.
Pulling it out of the wall.
Yeah, I think it's in the floor, right? That's what I
It's
noticed.
not quite on the floor; it's just low on the wall.
It's low on the wall. Okay, my bad.
Mechanically, I can use Mage Hand. So.
Oh, that's smart.
I also have Mage Hand, yeah.
Oh,
but
perfect.
mine is made of bees.
I want
It's
to. I
just a
want
hand
to. I
of
want to.
bees.
I want to mentally see. Yeah, I want to mentally see his mage hand of bees.
I'll
Fuck
back
my
up because I
cantrip.
only got these hands.
Yeah,
So-
fuck my cantrip. It's not. It's a piece of shit. His mage hand is cool.
Mine's just a hand. His is
I
bees.
just
Yeah.
wanted to use.
Mine's
it,
just
but-
a hand, but his is bees.
Yeah, so it's just like a
Um,
swarm of bees in the shape of a hand.
And what are you trying to do?
Pull this object out of the wall. It's like an emblem, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of.
Stay about 30 feet back where they
Is
are.
there anything like attached to it? Like, looks like, does this look like it could be like the trigger mechanism for a trap or something?
Well, that's an interesting question. You'll have to roll a perception check and find out.
I will do that. Whoop.
Ooh, damn. Brr, brr, brr.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Yeah, as you bend down, mostly impervious to the like the disgusting air and sewage around you. As you look into it, you see that it's got like a, how do I describe this? It's not quite a pressure plate, but there is some sort of trigger mechanism to it. The idea that it's trapped, you think that if you were to use the wrong key, this thing might trigger a trap.
Does it look like something can be inserted, or is it like there's something inserted already and it's like the right thing, but if something else the same size were inserted, it would be the wrong thing?
So with a 20 with a crit perception, what I'll say is that you get in close to look for this thing. There's just a line of script underneath it, illuminated in this with this tiny light that says "Wake the dragon, wake the drowning dragon."
Okay. And it's partially underwater? From, like,
Currently
water-
fully underwater.
Oh, currently fully underwater. Wake the drowning dragon.
Does this look in any way similar to the dragon that we fought not too long ago?
I would say less so. It appears. I mean, all similarities start and end at that it is a dragon, right? Being draconic in nature versus anything else. But that's kind of where the passing similarities end. It's not very clearly the dragon you saw.
Just checking.
What about the emblem that Scud has?
Interesting point. The emblem that you hold is the face of a dragon.
Okay.
But there was a magic that made that work. Perhaps this could hold a similar enchantment that would require an element or some other influence to activate it properly. You can, of course, attempt to subvert it or power through it or break past it, but
Well, first off, I'd like to make sure it's safe. I don't know if you've already done this, but given the little bit of light that I have illuminated, I try to pick it for potential traps to see whether it's
So-
withdrawn or not.
Wolf did determine
Oh.
that if you were to use the wrong key,
Oh,
it might trigger a trap.
So
Okay.
sorry, I'm a little confused.
Sure.
There's an emblem in the wall, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a keyhole or something, or is it
Not an
just like-
obvious keyhole, no.
Okay.
So picking this thing would likely not work, but
okay. Good to know.
Well, you know, you're saying like using the wrong key would trigger something.
I'm
trying
using
to figure out,
I'm
is the
using
emblem
key.
Well,
the like key, or is there like some other mechanism that needs to be interacted with some other object that's not the emblem? Sorry, I'm just
It's
trying
not
to
ob-
visualize
it's
it
not
and
obvious to
make
you that there is any other sort of object. So this relief of a sleeping dragon sits on the wall with the inscription below it, but there are no obvious keyholes. And if you didn't know that a secret passage would be here, you're not sure what the mechanism is by which it would open. Now, when I say key, I use that term loosely. The key that would unlock or open this
Oh,
this
okay.
passage. If you were to use the wrong thing, the wrong attempt.
Okay, and is the emblem part of the relief, or is that separate?
No, it's part of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Dragons love gold, don't they?
They do.
I'm fresh out.
It also
poor.
mentions to wake
And
it.
the inscription was "Wake the drowning dragon."
The sleeping dragon, right?
Drowning.
drowning.
Drowning. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, yeah, we could either try gold. Maybe we could try somehow diverting the water. Keep it from drowning. That might wake it up.
Hmm.
Fire?
Fire's always an option.
Yeah.
Evaporate the water?
Do we have anything to use with fire? I don't, so. Good.
I can't summon
That one
magical
would be
fire
hard.
I have
unless it's
cold
fairy
breath.
fire. I mean, I'm a ranger and I could probably make fire, but
I technically
just,
can
like-
do Dragon's Breath.
You could?
Yeah, I can cast Dragon's Breath and use
spell. Yeah.
fire damage.
Oh. Yeah,
Or-
for how far can you be? Because don't want you to be assaulted in case it's the wrong key.
Right, that's a good question.
Could I just like stand
15
in front
feet.
of the water's path to make it so the water's not getting to it? Block the water's pathway.
Sure. So as you begin diverting the water some, it's water. It moves past you, right? But like you expose just like a tiny bit of it. And you can see that the dragon itself doesn't hold water. Like it doesn't look wet from that little piece that's exposed above the waterline.
Okay.
you said there was a bunch of detritus around.
Mhm.
Could we possibly? Would there be enough to forge a makeshift dam to beaver our way to divert the water?
I do have mold earth as well as a cantrip.
No.
I don't know if this counts as earth.
You
What
can
if we
certainly
used
try.
our mage hands? If we used our mage hands to
Just
block the
bees
water.
in a hand, just like holding the water back.
I'm figuring like we need something a bit more substantial because it's water and it's gonna flow around everything. So we
He's
need like
like-
either something to.
He's like,
Yeah,
don't drown my bees.
I kind of feel like we're on a wrong track here because if it's not getting wet, then it's not drowning. It's just a name, So
It sounded like there was an item.
yeah, there's probably some trigger. It's either a trigger with a spell or an item needs to be brought near it.
I mean, you could always just make a really loud noise. And
I
we got a
could
bell.
thaumaturgy it and just wake up.
God bless you, my little wake up.
Make
I
up.
mean, it's worth a shot.
Hi, those guys are fair the way to Jacob.
Yeah.
You want
You wanna-
Wake up!
The king deserves to die.
I mean, why not? If we could.
Yeah.
Whatever the case, I'm going to be at least 30 feet away.
So
But
what
I'll
are you
keep
gonna do?
the dancing lights on there.
So loud noises.
Loud noises.
I don't know.
Coming from the
I
stealthy party is.
I would roll some
Got it.
type of history check if I thought that Timothy would remember anything, but I don't think he would. So about I don't know, dragons and said riddle.
Go ahead and roll a history check. See if you remember anything.
Should I roll with disadvantage?
No, just a history check is fine.
I should have brought knock.
Hey.
Knock would have been something.
I don't.
The Drowning Dragon. Point of order: dragons in this region have been nigh on extinct. The whole idea of a dragon as a reverential creature is pretty well known around the area. That's why the Dragon Knights are so prevalent in their mythos, that they want the dragon to return, right? There is a legend of a drowning dragon, a creature that slumbered beneath the waters. Whether it was physically drowning or just like that was its name, it's unclear. But the way the story goes is that if it ever woke, it would rouse the storms, thunder and lightning, and it would drown no more, but drown the world in a storm.
Interesting. I don't know if that helps me, but
Lightning.
yeah, I'll recall that and share what I know.
I can't zap it or do.
I don't have any
moves.
zappy spells today.
I have lightning spells. I have shocking grasp. I have witch bolt.
We're all in the water. I don't think this is a good idea.
Well, I can hover
spend money to
above
make
water.
money, Tyler.
Right? What's your flavor?
I will climb the walls.
I stand.
Stay
on
out of the water.
All right, everyone, Spider-Man this shit, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast some fucking lightning. Let's go.
All right,
You
you're
guys stepped so
gonna.
far back. Are you kidding me?
Which spell are you using for this?
I mean, I just have to touch the water, right? Like I don't have to touch it. Am I touching the dragon or the water? Like what am I doing?
Oh, you tell me. What are you doing?
Holy shit, you guys.
Well, I'm getting out of the water.
Yeah, let's all get out of the water.
Are you guys leaving the sewer when he does this, or?
I mean, well,
I
how
can scale
far in the
walls.
sewer are
So-
we?
Well, I'm sorry. What was that, Daniel?
Sylvia.
How far in the are we at the mouth of the sewer? Are we like a decent ways in the tunnels?
You're a decent way into the tunnel, and like the water is about like knee to like thigh height at this point, so you're wading through it.
Gross.
We all jump at the same time as you guys.
We're gonna count to 3.
Like,
Yeah.
well, I can give myself a fly speed and hover, so I can do
So
that.
2 of you are out of the water.
Yeah, I can climb.
So yeah,
um,
if he's
I have my walking
Go ahead,
speed on
that's
walls.
of
If
lightning
Trixie is-
lure.
I don't got shit.
that's what I will do.
Oh, all right.
Are you just gonna take it?
Yeah, if you could just, well, the
Well,
thing is,
jump, I
if you
guess.
just hold me like right above the water, I can just cast a shocking grasp, and then I can just touch the water.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
How-
holding you while I'm standing in the water.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you should probably get out the water. Like, how the fuck are we gonna do
Stand
this?
on a box.
You may just have to do it if that's what it takes. He's just gonna have to
just do
take
that.
it.
Dude, I don't
Yeah.
think this is the right thing
Yeah,
anyway.
River stamp like this.
Had to do it to him.
Is there
Had to
is
do
there
it
like
to him.
is there like a ledge or something that I can stand on?
Not
That's
really.
not in the water. Fuck.
Fuck.
I have locate object. I'm gonna locate a ledge object type thing first.
Very good.
No, fuck you guys. What are we gonna do? Like, I can cast lightning, but
How
I might
much
kill
lightning?
half of us.
You're gonna have to ride the lightning.
Yeah, it's it's a lot of lightning. It's all 3d8 something damage. Okay,
Just take
those are
it.
just and that's just cantrips.
Oh no.
Just take it. You got this.
Josh has heard enough. Do it.
Heard enough. You can do this. Come on. You have a little.
You
like,
just
as a
jump
treat.
out of the shit all at the same time.
Everyone
Yeah,
knows
that's
that
true.
shit grounds electricity anyway.
Yeah, totally.
It's totally.
Yeah.
Zap
This
it.
is gonna work.
As
All
I
right.
touched a wall.
All right.
It's probably not
job.
going to work anyways. It's all he did.
Wait. Is there anything we can tie a rope around, like a pipe or something, and then people can
Dangle.
climb up and
Tangle.
dangle?
Pang.
Tangle.
Oh. Actually, I do have something that can do a
Assuming-
similar thing.
Assuming people have rope, which apparently I do not, which is kind of surprising.
If you really want to get out of it,
I have
and
rope.
I do have an extra dimensional space that we can go into.
I have rope.
With a bit of
I love-
rope shit.
I love the preschool level puzzles that require like fucking every resource we have. The
but
definition of overthinking it, guys.
So, all right. So it
Cast
probably
the
is.
cast.
I realize I have a python that I can attach to we can
Yeah,
stab into the ground.
Can we just put that in
It's all
between
sand
bricks
on
and
one pipe.
dangle off of it?
You could certainly
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, I have one python. I don't know where the other ones went, but I got.
one fight.
Useless as a single until today.
Just fucking do it. Come on. Just do it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So
Only
are we,
Look around
are we
and find
serious?
out.
Like thinking like lightning is what's gonna work right here?
I
Is that
don't,
what-
but you know what?
I don't know, but we might as
It could
well
be
try.
wrong.
We might as
Well,
well
but we
take
don't
it.
really
No,
have
we
too
D8.
much concrete to go on. There's Wake, the Drowning Dragon, which is the hint.
Okay.
So how do you wake something? You
I
shake
didn't
it,
prepare the spell Awaken today, so I can't. I can't do
wake
that.
it,
Zap
you
it.
ring an alarm clock, you splash water on it, but it's already underwater.
Unless it's
so-
like a pun, like wake as in more water.
Oh, damn.
I mean, yeah, you could,
maybe.
Yeah,
No.
Like he needs more water to swim in.
wake it, push water towards it, and it'll open.
Just cast
thought it
the
was
talking
underwater,
glass.
though.
Just do it.
Go for it. Shoot it.
We'll all jump.
Do it.
Hang him.
Am I shooting the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, try.
Or, Jesus
Chucking it.
Christ, you guys are just.
Come on.
All right. So
You're not gonna die. Just do it.
I'm trying to figure out which. There we go. Oh fuck. All right. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt because that's the.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that's range.
It's 30 feet. It's 30
Oh.
feet. I don't want to be next to that thing if it goes off. Like you guys are fucking crazy. All right, so I can't. Yeah, I'll cast Witch Bolt at the dragon there.
Let's do it. Is it an attack roll?
oh, good.
Man, that would have just icing on this cake of errors.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You
And only Shade Volstack told us. Just excited about it.
You just marked it off.
if only you all thought to ask.
Damn it.
You send out this bolt, this greenish bolt of lightning that rips through the space. You see it strike the dragon and scatter electricity in all directions as it races across the top of the surface of the water. You notice that it seems to slow and draws it all in toward itself, preventing anyone from, being shocked by it, per se. The whole... You see a section of this tunnel rotate like a cylinder, and you see the dragon relief moving up out of the water as the entire whole thing moves. The dragon relief now sits about eye level, wings splayed, like a storm, like a depiction of a storm now towering around it or raging around it. And the inscription below now says, "Seek the sun above the clouds."
Is there a passage behind it?
No.
Or is it just
This
kinda
whole the
lifted up
whole
now?
section of the tunnel rotated up, and now this relief is higher out of the water
Oh,
at about eye level.
are there any
Is there a sun?
reliefs
this
of
relief?
the sun around?
You see no sun, and there's no depiction of a sun at all. The dragon has wings out, splayed like it's flying directly upward.
Do you still have
How-
dancing lights going on?
I do.
I feel like we gotta like Batman repel out this motherfucker. Like I don't know.
Hmm.
Is there an illusion above us? Maybe.
Yeah, is there any? Wolf wants to pick something up and throw it at the ceiling.
What are you gonna throw?
Poop.
If there's like a plank of wood or something,
I
that
think
would
it's
probably
wood.
be best. Worst comes to worst, I guess it'll
Really
be
tough
there.
shit.
But he'd try to choose something different.
All right, go ahead. Make a toss.
Do I have to make an attack roll or?
As you throw your piece of driftwood, it clatters off of the ceiling and falls
Well-
to rest back in the water with a splash.
God. Not that.
Thought.
Not that. Not like this.
Sorry. Well, at least we know there's not an illusion above us.
The sun. Is there like a baby dragon? Do they mean like sun?
How is sun spelled?
S-O-N. No, it's S-U-N.
Y'all need Jesus.
Mm. So did the path close off to us? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sense of.
How do you
what
mean
happened.
close off?
So like when we were going inward, it was like one path was heading back out of the city, and the other was seemingly just an endless sewer path. Like did the path
Essentially,
close
yeah.
off to us then?
No, so like you're in a cylindrical tunnel, right?
Oh, yeah.
And part of that wall just all rotated, moving the relief up out of the water.
Okay, so
Nothing
it's
has
like
been
part of
blocked off. Yeah,
It's like so the cylinder just moved in that section.
Oh.
Got it.
exactly.
See, I was
Got it.
thinking it was a square tunnel, so I was very confused. Got it.
Got it. Okay.
Is there does the sun go east to west?
In this world, yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
That was a whole argument we had in a previous campaign, Ed. And
Got it.
the result was the DM decided the sun went north to south.
All because they said I couldn't. I did.
What do you mean?
That's stupid. What do you mean the sun rises? I think it was just so that the sun was in your eyes.
Just curious how long have we been traveling to get to this point through the sewers?
Not too long. Because your point of entry was close to the marked on your map as the closest.
Was it
Area
like
to
a matter of minutes or like an hour? Or...
I
Basically,
would-
my question is if daylight is somehow required to activate this thing, how feasible is it to set up some sort of reflective surface and daisy chain a series of mirrors?
Well, regardless of time and how much time it took you to get here, it is storming outside, so you're not likely to get much sun from the outside right now.
Okay.
Another
Then-
theory
I
is
think
that
we had planned our approach at night as well.
Yeah.
If I recall. From...
It is like I'd say like afternoon time, mid afternoon.
Okay.
another
Evening.
theory is that the sun is a star, and your boy over there has got star power. So
I could
Yeah.
certainly try some aurora.
yeah.
For sure. I will maintain my position.
Wait, does that not work indoors though?
It does. It just does less damage.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, it's like a D8 or instead of a D12 or something, right? Or something like that.
I thought that was if it's at nighttime or daytime.
Oh no, I can't cast it underground or indoors. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I do have this blob of light. Should
Mhm.
artificial light work? Albeit, I'll ask everybody to back away, but see if I could put like that globule of dancing lights that I had and put it towards the dragon and see if that would work.
Okay. Is it dim or bright light? Out of curiosity.
Good question.
Should be bright.
It just says torch-sized lights. It is regular light, and it sheds dim light, and it is dim light.
So
Each light
30 to
sheds
60,
dim
I'm
light.
guessing?
It's a 10-foot radius
Oh, okay.
with and it can move up to 60 feet from me.
As you move your globule of light toward the relief, you can see the color of scales, blue scales, appearing on the relief, but the dragon does not move.
Okay.
Need more light.
Can I,
I'll try,
while they're doing this, scout ahead in the tunnel a little bit and keep an eye out for any sort of like sun reliefs?
Sure.
I
You can roll
have
perception.
land stride, so I am not affected by non-magical, difficult terrain. So
No, I got you there,
move
bitch. This is
through.
magic poop.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Why are we under the mage tower sewers? Yeah, but
I'll try a sacred flame on the dragon. See if a radiant damage would do the trick.
Sounds good. Give it a shot.
It has to make a DC 22 dexterity saving throw.
Well, it being a wall automatically fails.
It takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Respectable amount. Likewise to the globule of light, you see the blue scales now reflecting brightly, as though the relief is like being illuminated by the midday sun. And you watch the tunnel rotate once more, and the dragon flies along that wall up, and you do see as it moves, you see other things appearing, as though like it is like more of this relief is being depicted and drawn in as it's moving up, and it now sits above the clouds, and it simply says, "Douse its fury, so it slumbers once more."
Water.
I throw poop at it.
Splash a little bit.
You have a bucket?
Splash it.
Pee on it.
Yeah, do you have a way to splash it?
My hands.
I've got a druid craft that can predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
Useful.
I
Feels
think you
like
just-
rain.
Well, I don't have any sort of gun to like shoot it with water.
A water gun.
Yeah, like but if there's a way that we can I have like a water
So,
skin that if we
yeah,
have mage hand,
we'll-
just pour water on it.
We'll take out a water skin that's empty, I guess,
Yeah.
because he doesn't need.
Not the water.
Water.
You don't want the water skin.
I mean, do you have a better idea?
Use one that's already full and squirt clean water on it. And put poop in it.
You don't have to
Just-
poop in your water skin.
just get another one. Just get another
But-
new one.
But I'm a warforged. I don't drink water,
I guess that's true.
so it makes more sense for me to try to use the sewage water.
I
Then
let you do
guys
your
can
thing.
Try your clean water.
Respect for your as a fellow ranger.
Just say.
Salute.
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 All right.
I still have dragon's breath. What can I change one of these to water damage?
Not a thing.
I spit. I spit on.
Squirtle.
Oh yeah, there isn't fire damage.
Yeah, I've done all I can do.
I do have ice breath too.
We've tried everything and
Worked.
we've
Ah,
But
you
it's
could,
ice.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, I can do cold damage.
Well, you can certainly try.
I mean,
Yeah. You try
Yeah.
both.
But I kind of want to
Oh,
let
here, before
wanna
you
let
use
him do his
resources, I'll
sewer
splash
water
sewage
first.
on it.
yeah do sewer water first.
Oh,
Go
and
try that.
if that doesn't work, we could do something more intensive. How about that?
Yeah, we'll start
Worth
wasting
a try.
spells after that.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you for your witch
So-
bolt, by the way.
Yes.
Okay.
No spells by the time we fight the king.
So as you
fill
your
it.
water.
I kind of grip the mouth of the bag to kind of create a little bit of pressure and then squeeze, so it's kind of like a water gun effect.
Okay. And it's similar to one of those that carnival game where you're shooting the water and it like
Yeah.
as you contacts it moves. Like as you spray this thing, it will move and it continues onward toward the opposite side. So you keep dousing and dousing and dousing, and it moves this dragon all the way across. And where the relief once was, you now see a doorway opening, a passage stands before you as the dragon resumes its sleeping position and falls back under the water.
And there's now a passage.
Whoa.
Yeah. There's now a passage.
Sewage solves all problems.
This time it
Alright.
did.
Never use that skin again.
They're like, this is not a
Watching
path
you.
you need to go to, though. This is just a path that leads to an ancient dragon.
It's answer.
Yeah.
He has a sword.
Oh no.
He has a sword. All right. We will double back real quick to the dining hall before we wrap up, and we will pick this up in a little bit. But I want to drag you guys over here for a short moment. Let me know if there should only be 4 tokens or so. But let me know if you guys can see or not.
I cannot.
I can.
I see black.
Stupid.
I see
Global
black
illumination
screen.
is a lie.
It's only for us.
See Tyler's name.
So they have no tokens.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
It is a black
One sec.
square of doom.
One sec. Sylvia, Trixie,
a big table.
Wolf,
There we go.
That is a big table.
Zoom. Okay.
Having holy shit.
Before you stands a grand table. You are led by the Major Domo into this grand dining hall where this immensely long table is set.
I still don't see anything.
Oh, sorry. I knew it. I knew I was missing
That's
somebody.
okay.
There you
Okay,
go.
I see it.
Okay. You see like the finest dinnerware has been set. As you look close, you can see the finery of the silverware is literal silver. This is like its best china is laid out. You see an enormous pastry or pie that's like 3-tiered and stands on one end of the table, and a literal cornucopia with a curved and evil-looking horn, hollowed out for various fruits and veg. And then on the other side, you see an entire goose being laid out. All throughout, there are various poultries and meats, sweets and drinks. More than I can put on this table with the time I had. But it is laid out for a large party, but it's just you in this in this hall. The Major Dormo looks at you all and says, "The king should be with you shortly. Do sit and relax." And he shuts the doors, the double doors behind you. And you were left to your own devices in this room.
I can't move Zoom. Can I move
Well,
Virgo?
that sounds like a you problem.
He's dead.
Zoom will go over and start examining the food, just being like, I'm gonna look to see if it's poisoned.
All right, roll a medicine check. You should be able to move yourself now.
In my head canon, I'm imagining this is like the chef equivalent of the business card scene.
Eggshell white.
Yeah, eggshell.
It's perfect.
So thick.
It even has a watermark.
Zug. What's that?
Looks fine to you. Smells all right.
This doesn't even have the sauce on it.
I don't know what kind of chef you would be. This food, the layout, the spread, the craftsmanship. It looks excellent. Whoever cooked this knows what they're doing for sure. I don't know if that makes you respect it more or less, but that's up to you. But it looks immaculate.
Zoom just starts sweating.
Preemptively, just in case anybody gets any wild ideas to start eating, I'm gonna cast Aura Purity.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
30 feet around me, you boys. Can't get diseased, and you got resistance to a bunch of shit. So
Nice.
have at it.
Oh, that would have been nice in the sewers.
That would've-
Oh wait, maybe you didn't mean that literally.
That's a cool building.
Yeah, that
so it
seems
just kind
useful.
of gives you advantage against like all the things. So
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's
Um,
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys all step in, you feel just this radiant warmth wash over you as Bud purifies you and yourself.
just as a Bria. Oh, sorry, I was going into Henry for a second there. Just
Oh,
as
sorry, lads, that one got away from me.
Ooh, where am I? A little comfortable because Ed's here.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me change it to something
He's
more
working double
comfortable.
duty now.
Fellow stogies. I mean, I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I'm a girl.
A lady.
If you will. What do you guys do? So this aura washes over you. Do you eat? Do you wait? Do you inspect? What do?
Like to do a check on that horn.
Sure.
It's, whatever if you want investigation, if you want more like
Are you trying to figure out like what the horn is, or
yeah, what's this thing from? You want more
Sure,
like nature? If you want,
I would say either nature or religion, your choice.
well, I am a man of the cloth. Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh, damn. Feeling good.
All right, give me one sec here. Yeah, with a 26, you have no issues realizing this is the horn, like of a particularly large and fearsome horned devil.
Sick. Boys, that is the horn of a horned devil. Not great. Not great.
And this is on the table?
Yeah, it's a cornucopia.
Oh, I see.
It's there in the middle of the table.
Zoom is just like writing ideas down. Like takes out a little journal. It's too good.
You see Kazai like lift a fork and like it's like a comically small fork, and he just like looks at it and it's like highly polished silver, and he just kind of throws it back on the table and sort of like just a little bit of disgust.
I wouldn't advise eating anything here, gentlemen, but in case you do, this aura of purity should keep you safe.
What's your passive investigation, Bud?
Passive investigation is going to be a 17.
Okay. Just curious. Does anyone try to eat?
Zoom's like,
Does Zoom want to?
Zoom is gonna eat. He's just more worried about if it's impolite if he doesn't wait for his host.
Oh, it's one of those just
Yeah.
awkward, like, did anyone
He's
eat
a polite man. He's like- also, I don't know if you got the physical description of Zoom, but he is an 8-foot tall furbolg in a chef's outfit.
Great. Thank you.
It's his whole
He has like
Brilliant.
bangs like over his
Yeah.
eyes too.
He has brown hair and his bangs go over his eyes so you can't see his eyes.
Oh,
It's not like long cow ears
gotcha.
and freckles.
Well,
And a neck
if
beard.
you if you do wait, you wait for a time. The minutes drag on.
While the
Pure
Oreo
silence.
purity's up, I sneak a grape or something from the table. I just like grab it.
Floodgates are open.
As you bite into the grape, it is most assuredly poisoned. You feel there's a two parts to this. One, this grape is sour. Like, it's not good to start with. And then it, like, you just feel something start, like, it as you bite into it, it just sprays into your mouth. And like it's caustic and gone beyond the point of like it's just rancid and rotten. Like, there's obviously something else at work here. But you can feel the energy of Bud's aura protecting you somewhat. So I would like you to roll a Constitution saving throw, but with advantage, please.
Can do.
Can stew.
Hode can stew.
Oh, it's a good thing you had that advantage.
And as you take a bite of that grape and take the poison damage, halved to 4, something. It's not quite like that scene from Baldur's Gate, but you blink and something shifts on the table, and it loses its finery, and you just see a rotten mass of food on the table. Every chair is occupied with a person. None of them have heads, and all of their heads stare back at them on their plates. Flies buzz around in a cacophony you can't believe you didn't hear previously. Whoever these people are in varying states of decay. Some fresher, some long since past the point of just normal decomposition. But all of them have the same look of just surprise on their face.
Zoom is just like, now this is not really hospitable.
What did he eat? Wasn't an
I
eyeball.
wonder if he knows.
I know. Was it really a
Well,
grape?
You already ate it, so you don't really know. But yeah, it is a gruesome sight. Everything here on the table that was presented was food at one point or another. You didn't just like pick up like a body part and eat it or something. But yeah, there appears to be some kind of illusion laid over the room. The room is still furnished brightly. A fireplace still crackles merrily. It's well lit. Stinks like hell though.
There's something rotten in the state of Hilti.
But if nobody else has anything immediately pressing they want to do, then I will conclude tonight's session.
Just a quick note.
By all means.
When I eat, like a little spurt of like tomato juice comes out.
No.
Gets everyone else's mouth.
Come, sing me a song.
Why should your songs not be fit for my halls?
Oh, thanks, Matt.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry,
Yes,
that took a little longer than I wanted, but we will for sure be confronting the king and possibly more next time on D&D.
Excellent.
D&D.
Finally made it, guys. We made it here at last.
Yay, we are here.
Nice.
I
And
blame
after
the
next week, we'll get to
brothers.
my content.
What I actually wrote.
Happiest of birthdays to you, James.
Yep.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, James.
Yes, thank
Solid
you
way
for
to end
being
the day.
here.
All 5
Yeah.
minutes. left
Many
of it.
more.
5 minutes left. Yep.
Yeah.
Five
Alright,
minutes
lads.
to go.
Been a pleasure.
Have a good
Yes,
night.
yes. Thank you again, Matt.
Thank you,
Bye.
Matt.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Later.
Good night,
Later.
guys.
Good night, y'all.
Boys.
Bye.
Have a good night.